Oh man, this feels so good. Feels
The-
good, feels good. You know
We're
what it is.
back.
We're back. And we are figuratively back and literally back in the playoffs. We
Mhm.
go into the offs. We go into the offs. We go into the offs. Y'all know what it is when y'all see these four on your screen. The real Ed Oliver, Rio, Rico, myself, make up and comprise of the Commanders Kings, bringing you the best of the best in the Commanders content creator space. So, fellas, we have won 11 games for the
We sure
first
have.
time since 1991. And we still got a game left.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, baby. Let's go.
So I got to start with Ed and Rio. Y'all went to the game and it was lit. I mean, everybody I talked to was like, yo, it was crazy. So I want y'all to explain to me the environment. Like the whole light show thing was dope. I saw like different people posting. I saw Rio's post when he was like, Snyder could never. Yeah. So I want y'all to give me your experience at this particular game and your emotions going through the game. Obviously, it did not start well, but all's well that ends well, right? So y'all give me y'all rundown of this game, and I can't wait to hear how the game day experience went for y'all, clinching the playoff berth, and you know, Jayden Daniels, he did it again.
I'll let
Talk to me.
Ed start. I'll let Ed start.
Oh my goodness, it was a great environment. Like I said last week, man, it was 90% Commanders fans, 10% Falcons fans, and it was great because the opponent wasn't an NFC East opponent.
Right.
And if it was, then it probably would have been 70-30 because I still think we would have showed up strong, but we really dominated the stadium, and that was beautiful to see. We don't see that a lot now. The stadium is still terrible. Like my leg space was terrible. My knees were up to the freaking chair.
Oh my God!
But
that boy needed to roll in front of him.
Right, seriously.
People be forgetting Ed.
I swear them
like,
seats got closer
people
though.
be forgetting like Ed like 6'10".
No, Rio said the same thing. Like when I came up to him, but Rio, I've seen Rio in person before. I got to see Rio, man. If you check out Rio's vlog, so he did a thing like,
yeah.
Where were you in 1991? I was like, I wasn't out. I was swimming and I wasn't out yet. But no, like seriously, the tailgating, they were doing fireworks in the parking lot. Like fans were doing fireworks in the parking lot. That's how lit it was. But the light show was just A1 production. Josh Harris, all of them, whoever put together. Frankie Louvu started off on the screen. And they showed Jayden, they showed all the players and whatnot. So the light show was great. The fireworks were great. After the game, you had Jeremy Reeves doing a proposal. So he proposed to his girlfriend, his fiance. Johnny Newton did a Lambo leap into the stadium. It was like
he did that last week too. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, like that's how the environment was. Like it was so loud to the point. So randomly, like there was like a "Let's Go Redskins" chant or something about the Redskins. And we were on offense, and I was pissed because that was the one time we got the false start. I was like, guys, settle down. I know
they don't understand to shut up when the offense is on the field. I'm telling people in my section, like, what are y'all doing?
Right. So, but that just tells you like how excited the fan base was. That's how loud we were that we called, not me, I didn't do it, but how loud the fans were that we called a false start on our own players. And you can see sometimes when the crowd did rattle Penix, like third downs, we were loud, fourth downs, we were loud. Like everybody was really into it. They were playing DMX every time we scored a touchdown. That was lit. The Hail to the Commanders.
Which DMX song were they playing? Please don't tell me it was Party Up.
No. It was a Party Up.
Now, they be playing the Rough Riders anthem joint all the time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was that joint.
Cool.
And they was playing a lot of Atlanta music, a lot of Future, a lot of down.
They probably did that on purpose. They probably did.
Yeah, stomp on their grave.
Yeah, y'all gonna make me lose my cool. Yeah, Party Up in here. That's the one they were playing. The DMX every time we scored.
I knew it. I'm about to say that sound like some shit they would play. And Party Up.
It was playing that. Arakpo was the legend of the game. He was cool. I didn't get there before that. They did the go-go thing. before the game. And but no, the energy, like everybody was high-fiving. Everybody was into it, man. Like JD5, MVP chants, Terry.
I heard those. I heard the MVP chants.
Oh, they were
I'm
loud.
like, wow.
They were loud.
Yeah,
those
they
were
were
strong.
loud.
I
You
think
hear them on TV.
The Quan Martin interception was that might have been the one of the loudest moments. The Zach Ertz touchdown catch was
the one to win the game.
Yeah, the one to win. Riley Patterson, his bum self, who was here before.
Yeah.
He was it was lit after that.
Shout out to him.
The crowd was into it after that too. But I think the Quan Martin pick, I think the crowd was so loud because everybody was anticipating like a blowout after that. I think that's why everybody was just super loud.
That was good times. That did not last.
Everything was so great at that moment, boy.
Yeah, that was good times. Didn't last very long, but that was a good time.
Right. But no, JD5. And then when he got on the 1 yard line, we got hit. Like everybody was lit after that too. When Marcus Mariota went after him.
So when B-Rob got blown up and his leg bent back, did y'all see it? Like, did y'all see it immediately?
I dropped to my knees, bro. I look like week 2 Will Levis, bro. When Jayden did the Matrix and his leg bent like a scooter, I was
bro. I grabbed my son like Rio grabbed his son when the Hail Mary. I grabbed my son so tight. I said, and I stopped breathing, right? I was like, and then when I seen him get up, like I was like, oh, he's Gumby. Yes.
My boy Cooley was like, Rio, it's cool. I was like, bro, it's not cool. I was out this joint reaching. I was like, he's not stepping into his throws. He's hurt. We're cooked.
Which further proves my point that quarterbacks almost get hurt more in the pocket than they do running. Let the man run.
Correct.
Yeah.
100%.
Man, that was a scary moment.
That stadium was funeral silent for like 30 seconds.
I bet it reminded me of when he had got hit against the Giants. And it got so quiet. And we were like, uh-oh. Because the one against the Panthers, remember, he didn't leave the game. So we didn't like, if you were at home watching, you could see something was wrong. He was kind of grimacing, holding his, but he didn't leave. So you didn't know. The fans at the stadium didn't know anything was wrong with him. The Giants game, we knew something was wrong. He didn't get up. You know what I mean? And then this one, it just looked bad. And I was like, oh no. But luckily enough, our guy is that's that wiry strong.
Yeah, I got that play in my vlog, bro. You literally hear everyone just go, oh my
Gasp.
God, no.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Right. Oh my God, that jump was terrifying.
So were y'all watching the game at the stadium? Did y'all know that they were knew that Raheem Morris was mangling the clock? Did y'all know that?
Yes, like there was a Falcons fan in front of me and he was losing his mind.
Oh my God.
He could not understand, like, what is he doing? He was like, no, is he serious? Is this for real? Is this really happening? He was like, no, there's no way. Are they not giving us our timeouts, or is he not calling the like? He was so confused.
He needed answers. He was like, wait a minute, like, okay, so they're gonna call a timeout, right?
He was like, what's the play here? What's the play here, man? What's the play? The dude in front of me was losing
it. Hey, my sister was snapping, bro. She's a Falcons fan, and so he mangled it twice. So he did it before halftime. They had all 3 of their timeouts, and for whatever reason, he just didn't use them. And then the one that was more agreed, like they could have scored a touchdown before halftime, and they settled for a field goal because he didn't use the timeouts. Right. The one at the end of the game was super egregious because he caught that pass on the sideline with 31 seconds left, and they had 2 timeouts, and their next snap ended with 11 seconds.
11 seconds on the clock. That's crazy.
I mean, it's total malpractice.
Yeah, he went to the Ron Rivera School of Time Management.
Oh man, did he ever? I was thinking because they would have got another 10 to 15 yards and I still think Riley Patterson would have missed because he's ass. But
He sucks.
that thing was dead on. Did y'all see the did y'all see the video? Did y'all see the video of the Falcons fans celebrating? Thought he made the kick.
Yeah. I'm saving that in my favorites and my
the announcers gaslit him because it was right down the middle.
Right, hey, bro, the dude was recording the dude on the ground going crazy. It took them a full 2-3 minutes to realize, oh, we ain't win. That was crazy, man. But I knew he was gonna miss, and I was still shocked that we didn't win it in regulation. You know what I mean? Once JD5 got it, I was like, oh yeah, we fit. I wasn't really tripping. I told the mob when the ball was snapped over Bijan Robinson's head, and we not out because it was a 2-minute warning after that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, y'all know we not out of the woods yet because they start celebrating, getting excited. I'm like, y'all know they got 3 downs still to get 26 yards. Yep. And this defense ain't got to stop in a crucial moment this season yet.
Yeah, you do know Michael Davis is on the field, right?
Yep.
So let me ask y'all. Somebody asked me this. I'm going to ask y'all this. This is crazy. Who would you rather have out there, Michael Davis or Benjamin St. Juste?
Oh, give me the Canadian. Give me the Canadian.
Yeah, I'm St. Juste as well.
Hey,
I'm St. Juste, dog.
Hey, keep Benjamin St. Juste away from me, bro. Michael Davis is so bad, man. I was so wrong about him. I really thought he was going to be Ronald Darby for us.
Same.
He looks like watching pros versus Joes on the NFL football field. His technique's bad. He doesn't even move fluidly like a professional athlete,
bro.
Yeah, why was he so stiff on after the catch? He was his shoulders looked stiff. It looked bad. It looked like he was being edited in a 3D software or something. He was literally this trying to tackle somebody. Hey, bro, that made me so mad.
Hey, somebody said he almost died trying to make that first tackle of the game. When he got knocked out the game, they said, man, this man is so bad at tackling. He almost died trying to make a tackle, bro. I was like, Lord, y'all are terrible, man.
Oh, he's awful, bro.
Man, it's like you choosing between two evils, bro.
I don't like his posture. I don't like his body language. I don't like the way he gets off the ball. I don't like the way he runs. That is not. St. Juste looks tremendously better than that.
I'm stuck. So all of y'all are Benjamin St. Juste in this situation.
Yeah, it's so bad. I thought you were gonna say Emmanuel Forbes. That's how bad it got.
It was bad, but at least it's not a penalty. But he got one at the end, so you can't even really say that.
Because so the reason why they even got into the position to throw the ball to Kyle Pitts was because of the 3rd and 13. So it was 3rd and 20 or no 2nd and 26, and then he gave him the 13 yards. It was 3rd and 13.
Yep.
And he helped him out with that. So
Drake Drake was giving him work.
All they did was run the same out route all day, and
we had no answers for it. Had no answers for it. They were killing us on the ground in the first half, and it was amazing because they were 0 of 6 on 3rd downs at one point. They ended the game 2 of 10 on 3rd downs. They couldn't convert a 3rd down to save their life, but they were having so much success on 1st and 2nd down that they were still able to move the ball successfully on us. Mm-hmm. That was the part that was so frustrating because they would get 7 and 8 a pop on 1st down runs. You know what I mean? In the first half, it was crazy. And I'll never understand this, but the Falcons actually won the toss and elected to receive. And
to start the game? Yeah,
right.
That was crazy.
Had they deferred and they were up 17-7, they would have probably won this game.
Yep, because they would have came right out of half.
They would have put it away. Yep, they would have scored again.
Because we ate up that whole second quarter. We ate that whole second quarter up with time.
The first drive of the 3rd quarter was 8 minutes long.
Oh my God.
They went 3 and out. And then the next drive was 8 minutes long, spanning the rest of the 3rd quarter and the beginning of the 4th quarter.
Yep.
So they literally had 3 snaps in the 3rd quarter, and they had 9 total snaps in their first 2 possessions of the second half. And you got to credit the defense. As bad as the defense was at times, without those stops, we're not able to keep the momentum going.
We better be fortunate. Yep. We better also be fortunate that Michael Penix has only been throwing to these receivers for 2 weeks because he left a couple touchdowns on the field in the first. Every time they went vertical, somebody was a mile ahead of our defenders, and it would have been a touchdown every time.
He had Bijan Robinson on Quan Martin. He smoked Quan Martin
his boots.
Oh man, smoked him off the line of scrimmage, and he just overshot him. I was like, whew. We got away with one there. Yeah.
And going back to the time of possession thing, I mean, the best way to stop Bijan Robinson is not let him get on the field. That was our best defense for him all day. Was offense.
It had to be. I mean, it was crazy. At one point, I said to the mob, I was like, y'all do realize we really haven't stopped them all night. They stopped themselves, right? With, Michael Penix missing some dudes, and, or a penalty or something like that. Like, he threw the pick. They were moving the ball in that first possession, and then he threw the pick. The second possession, they went right down the field and scored. And remember, that should have been a field goal. We forget that was a field goal.
Offsides.
Yeah, and then Mike Samer still was lined up in the neutral zone and gave him a first down, and then they went and got that touchdown.
We get some of the dumbest procedural penalties I've ever seen.
Bro, it's ridiculous. Some of the mistakes we make. like you can't get away with that kind of stuff against better competition. It ain't gonna happen. We gotta be better than that. It was crazy watching that game unfold the way they did. Rico, talk to me about the game. This one always means a little bit more for you. So talk to me about your emotions going through this game and how everything kind of transpired for you, especially after it got a little murky there, break before the half. So talk to me about this whole situation, bro.
Man, my boy's on my head the whole time leading up to the game, during the game. As soon as they were up 14-7, made it worse when they were up 17-7. We only scored once in the first half. Oh, they were on my head. I was getting text messages. A few of them pulled up to my live stream to talk, and making the chat upset and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of those people annoying my chat were like my homeboys in real life. And man, I'm not gonna lie, I got to a point where I was like, well, at least we can still maybe make the playoffs. I started talking myself into it. We beat them the last 3 times.
Yeah, we would do.
We'll be all right. Yeah, we got 3 Super Bowls to their none. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching as far back as I can in my denial back at a certain point in that, because I was like, man, but I never gave up. Like, I kept telling the chat, like, man, never give up. Like, I still believe. This is just a team that only plays one good half. And typically we play a really good first half and a bad second half. I was like, maybe this time, just like kind of in the Eagles game the week before, we're going to play a good second half rather than the first half. It seems like when we played teams without a winning record, we're great in the first half. And then so far from 2 back-to-back games against winning record teams, we've been good in the second half, but bad in the first. So just off of the fact that we did it last week, I was like, well, maybe we can figure something out in the second half. And then we came out guns blazing. Again, like we just talked about, we didn't allow those guys to even touch the ball. Again, that's the best defense you got for Bijan Robinson, to Louie's point. Every carry, whether it was him or Tyler, it seemed like 7-8 yards on first down. There was a certain point in that game, they was 0 of 4 on third down and still had 16 first downs. Like, that is absolutely insane. That is an unheard of stat line. So I was in like a mix of denial stage, like, well, we'll be all right type of thing. We can still make the playoffs and things like that. And then Jayden Daniels, something clicked. And thank goodness, outside of that one drop by Olamide Zaccheaus right before the end of the game.
Oh my God.
Regulation.
Drop,
he had
was so good.
Fantastic game up to that point.
Yeah, I said in the chat they were calling it the OZ revenge game. And I fed into it. I was like, yeah, this the OZ revenge game. He dropped that pass. I said, OZ revenge game canceled.
Yeah, I was calling it the legacy game in the stand. I had my section down. OZ legacy game.
And that drop was like right to like his shoulder, perfect spot for him and everything.
And he should have had another. And he should have had another multi-touchdown game, but that stupid Cosme holding call.
Man, that would have put the game away.
Yep, that's on ice. That's 28-17. They know, let's keep it competitive.
Yep.
Let's keep it competitive.
Yep. Yeah. But I mean, hey, the ending was better with Jayden Daniels winning in overtime, not giving him the ball back. It made for a better story, but I was upset with Cosme for a while after that. The fact that
who wasn't? I mean, because you thinking we might lose this game, and all I could think of is, God damn it, Sam. You did this.
And what made me more mad is that, I mean, you could argue whether it's a good call or not, but they already called that exact thing on him earlier in the game. You got to think, okay, don't at least do that again. These refs are calling that. Don't grab them, throw them to the ground. The refs are looking for that. That's why I was really mad. Like, come on, they just got you for that earlier.
Facts. That is a great point.
Our first mistake we made was before the game even started. Because Jonathan Allen has somehow got back to giving out pregame speeches.
That's his job.
Yeah, that's his job. The reason why he came back.
John Allen is back to giving the pregame speech, and it was just bad juju. But we did come out smoking, though. We came out with the interception.
What? We got
and then we go right down there and score with relative ease. We're in the stadium in my section. I was at the 50 yesterday. Everybody's, we're about to smoke these boys. It's about to get real ugly, real fast. Like that. Yeah, man, and that's what it should have felt like. The stadium was electric. So I'm gonna tell a little bit of my half of the stadium experience yesterday. So they did the light show thing twice.
Yeah,
and the first time player introduction, that shit was cold. But when they hit you with it the second time, first of all, it was random as hell. It was the third quarter? Was it late third quarter? Or was it fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah,
it was like late third quarter. They hit a media timeout, and the stadium just got black. And all you can see is people's phone light. You know, at a concert when it's dark and it's phone, that shit looked so cold. They put on all of the lights by Kanye, and the lights start syncopating to the song. And it was so cold because nobody knew it was coming. I was like, we didn't do stuff like this before. I'm not used to this. Is fire. This is fire, man. But it was so electric. It was so electric. We're playing the perfect opponent on Sunday night, someone who doesn't have a crazy traveling fan base. So the strength in numbers is clearly on our side. I'm walking around the parking lot for tailgates. I'm walking around the stadium asking people where they were in 91 because that's the last time we won 11 games, just to kind of creep into the magnitude of what's happening tonight. We get to game time. It's electric. We come out smoking, and then per usual, we do nothing for the rest of the first half. Washington has an extreme problem. We're never really in the middle. We're either on fire or we're like in hell. Like we can't do nothing right. We're turning the ball over. Nothing's going right, or everything's going right. There's like no middle ground for this team. And next thing you know, it's 17-7. And it's halftime, and what are we doing? It's 17-7, and it feels like we're fortunate that it's only 17-7. They had opportunities to score.
That's absolutely the way it felt. Like this should be way worse, given the circumstance. Like if Raheem Morris would have used his timeouts properly, they would have scored a touchdown before halftime. And you're thinking to yourself, we can't stop them from running the ball, and like we get no pressure on Michael Penix at all. He is back there building a house.
Yeah, but he has no interest in leaving that pocket either. He's just standing in there,
just chilling. And I'm like, this is bad. And we, like you said, you were so spot on with that, Rio, where we are a team of extremes. Either it's going really well and you can't stop us, or it's going as bad as it could possibly go. Right.
Yep.
I mean, the penalties were just egregious. And like anytime we got anything going, penalty. And the pick that Jayden threw, it was just like the worst time for him to throw that pick because we were trying to establish some sort of, consistency in the game. And then boom, the interception happens. And it sucked whatever mojo we were trying to build, it went away with that interception, and we never recaptured that in the first half. And
in that situation was weird too, because he was spamming screens the whole drive, and then they called him like, "All right, you want to keep throwing screens? We're ready for that."
Bro, how good is Jayden Daniels?
He's so, oh my God, like watching, he's so special, bro. We watched him get folded like origami, and then he ran for 130 and threw 3 touchdowns after. I'm like, this guy is he's something else, man. And like he didn't even like he has such a psychopathic assassin type demeanor. He threw the game winner and was chilling. Like, bro, he wasn't even excited.
I said the same thing. He threw the game winner. He didn't even smile. He just gave, like, I want to say,
pat on the helmet. Little pat on the helmet. Yeah.
He was way more hyped against Philadelphia when he threw.
It was very job not finished like, right?
Yeah. And even before the play, you saw how tired he was. Like, that boy couldn't even stand up. Shouts out to Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. Y'all saw the clip.
Marcus willed him to the game winner.
y'all know he was mic'd up, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch that.
It's supposed to be getting that this week, right?
I need the full. I will watch the whole 4 or 5 hours of that. I don't need it cut up into 15 minutes. Give me the whole. I will gladly watch.
I want to hear how cool the dude is. So chill, man. I've never, like, we've been to overtime many times in our life. Have y'all ever felt that confident in overtime before?
Bro, I told that's crazy.
Yeah, when we won the coin toss, like they showed the sideline, he was like, "It's done. It's over.
It's over with."
It's the moment he won it against the Ravens. Literally, the moment he just won it against the Ravens.
Crazy that you say that. I literally told the mob. Now I said it also could be like I was like 5 drinks in already, because I needed to take the edge off, because I already saw that I was gonna be a nervous wreck without it. So I was like, I'm just taking the edge off. But I said, I don't know if it's these drinks or what, but I'm calm as I can be in overtime.
Yeah.
I'm damn near flatlining. I was so calm. I'm like, because I was like, with Jayden, you're usually dead after 1. Like, if he gets 1 shot, you're dead. But if you give him 2, it's over, right? I mean, that's what happened against the Eagles, right? He had that first shot, he threw the pick.
Yep.
They were supposed to end it. They gave him another shot and they were dead. And the Falcons, same thing. You know, he had a shot. If Lamade catches that ball, we going down and we gonna win the game.
Yep.
But he didn't, and so they got a shot. And they were supposed to win the game right there. And I said, because we got one of them ones, and you know the rule when you got one of them ones is, if you don't beat them in regulation and they win the toss, it's over. If Mahomes get it first in overtime, you're not getting the ball back.
Good night.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, though. Josh Allen know better than anybody.
Thanks for coming, bro.
You're not getting another shot.
There was not a single hiccup in that overtime drive. We just walked right down the field and scored a touchdown.
Because of 5. Because of 5. Like, literally.
And when did Chris Rodriguez turn into Jahmyr Gibbs? You saw the first of all, the catch. I thought the catch was it wasn't even like a body catch. It was like this. And then he hurdled somebody.
Yeah. I didn't even know he had that type of juice in him.
Never knew that.
Our running backs really played well. How about the 4th down conversion by Jeremy McNichols?
That second effort?
Bro, that was one of the biggest plays of the game, bro.
Yeah, Terry was hurt on that play. He was in the medical tent. He wasn't even on the field on that play.
Who?
I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah.
He was out. He left the game
ankle,
for
right?
Yeah, he was out for like a couple, like 2 plays, and he came back in.
Yep. What do you know what was wrong with him? Because he had an ankle all week, but he
it probably was the ankle. But I was like, why is Terry not in the game on 4th down?
Definitely came off the field, and everybody in my section was like, why the hell is Terry coming to the sidelines on 4th down?
It was like a enemy type put, 2nd, 3rd string guys, and that'll put him in there. But like Tremaine was in there.
I saw a lot of Bryson Tremaine, bro. I saw too much of Bryson Tremaine and KJ Osborne.
Then we had a situation like that. I don't remember if it was against the Eagles last week or the Saints before that. Terry ran like a really long route, like a deep bomb, and it was incomplete. But he was so tired he had to go to the sideline. We were about to line up for like a big time 3rd down, and they called the timeout. They were like, "Wait a minute, we are not about to run this play without Terry McLaurin on the field." So that it makes me even more surprised that we were able to convert that 4th down because they called a timeout the last time we were in a situation where Terry couldn't step on the field in a big conversion down.
Last night we saw like the pinnacle of Jayden's superpowers in a game where nothing's really working. Cliff and him was pretty much like, look, I'm gonna give you the option every play. If it's not there, go find it. And Jayden was like, we're not losing this game. We're clinching tonight. He's shaking, he's spinning, he's taking hit. Oh my God, this dude is different, man.
I'm like, man, we are witnessing greatness, man. This
4th down, 3 for 3 on 4 downs.
Like,
oh my God, that super quarterback counter was so wavy.
Oh my God, that shit was crazy. I
was
told
insane.
I said, yo, Cliff is in his bag tonight. That was some Ben Johnson type shit right
He
there.
saved that shit for the world to see. Cause man,
I said that shit was crazy. He did a whole spin. You had 2 dudes pulling, and I said, "Oh, I've never seen that before."
Everybody was blocked up, like,
right.
Whoa!
The only thing that didn't happen on that play was the touchdown. If he would have scored on that, it would have been so
all the
crazy.
Falcons' front line defenders were on their heels. They had no idea what was
going on. None, because they ain't never seen that shit. I ain't never seen, bro. College, high school, I ain't never seen that play before.
That was
never seen that. That's the first time. Yeah, it's hard for me to be like, I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never seen no quarterback counter like that before.
They don't have that on Madden. They don't have that play on Madden. Yeah, I mean, I think Jayden Daniels really inspires everybody too. Like, it's just like Samuel Cosme keeps saying after the game, like, as long as we do our part, we know he can finish it. I mean, like the drive with Chris Rodriguez where he had to break like 8 tackles and 3-4 carries and then ended up getting that touchdown. Like, what was that drive? Jayden Daniels carried us down the field. Chris Rodriguez said, just put his hand on his shoulder, like, I got you from here for the touchdown. I got you the last 20 myself.
No, yeah, Jayden makes everybody better. He has like that game breaker effect, man. He made Zach get no yak. Zach got some yak on a play. He ran
a bunch of yak.
That was more yak on that one play than he's had combined the entire season.
It was like 2020 his longest catch and run. I mean, we haven't seen that from years.
And the way Jayden escaped the sack on that play too. Oh my goodness, man.
He almost had another one where he spun out of it and then he stumbled and he fell. If he'd have got away on that one, there was a lot of room out there for him to do some damage, yo. He's so special, bro.
Boy ran for 130 and threw for 230. What is life, bro?
I mean, come on,
man. Our leading rusher.
Man is our leading rusher
on his back.
The man's run for 800.
Set the record for most rush yards by a rookie quarterback in NFL history.
850.
Listen, if this man would have played against Carolina,
he's running $4,000.
This man would have had a rack this year.
He would have threw for 4 and he would have ran for a stack. That's crazy.
Man, what? Man, this dude.
And you know how hard it is to convince people outside of our fan base that like this is like super Jayden Daniels elevating the team. Like a lot of people think our roster is just that good. Our roster actually is not.
I said
an 11-5 roster at all. This is Jayden Daniels elevating everybody and making up other people's mistakes.
I said on the show today earlier, without Jayden Daniels, this is a 3-win team.
Yep, maybe 4.
Like
we are fighting for the first pick in the draft without Jayden Daniels. Like that's how good he is. I mean, think about the roster and think about what he has around him and this is when you know you got one of them ones. You elevate the players around you. You make them better. Like he's doing this. And again, I don't like to like say with Olamide Zaccheaus, like he's ass, but it's Olamide Zaccheaus, right? It ain't AJ Smith and Smitty, right? I mean AJ Brown and Smitty, right? Like it's not T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? He's out here doing this with dudes that, frankly, if you put another quarterback on this team, our season was over 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's amazing watching him do. Can you imagine what happens when we finish constructing a team around him that has like real Super Bowl caliber talent? And if this man stays healthy,
scary.
We winning multiple Super Bowls, bro.
Oh, I love that talk. I love it.
He's
I love it.
What I was telling my Falcons friends before the game even started, I tried to warn them. A lot of people that don't really watch Jayden Daniels, they see the highlights, and he's been a superstar this year. But I keep telling people he's not a running quarterback. Somehow people at this point still don't see that. I kept telling them. I'm not saying he's Tom Brady literally in the pocket, but he's Tom Brady like he wants to throw the ball. He wants to dissect defenses. And the Falcons run a zone defense. I already knew. Like, that's why I was so surprised by the lack of offense in the first half, because Jayden Daniels versus a zone defense, that sounds like food. And so they found out the hard way that this is a guy that can run and run really well, but that's not his main priority. This guy wants to dice you up through the air and make it impossible to stop him. And it's amazing. He set so many records, I don't even know where to start from this game alone.
The surprising thing about the Falcons, like you said, they were getting a pass rush. Like, the offensive line wasn't doing them any favors. And, I like Brandon Coleman a lot, but he was struggling. So they were getting after Jayden for sure. And then B-Rob didn't help out either. So, like, he was getting pressure.
Look, we were snapping on B-Rob in the chat.
In the stadium, they was not playing about B-Rob.
It's the thing. Won't play about 5, right? Like, it's one thing if you doing some shit to mess up your own situation.
Yeah, you almost got 5 killed.
Right, but if you coming after 5, now we coming after you, right? Like, you got one job to do. So he started off that game just not playing with the physicality that we know B-Rob to have, right? He was tiptoeing as a runner, and he wasn't decisive. And then he had that block where he got blown up, and we was like, hey, if you can't even do that, you gotta get out the game, bro. We can't have that.
And they sure enough mixed it up, man. You started seeing a lot of McNichols and Rodriguez after that.
Yeah,
they were effective. They made plays that won this game for us, man.
Yeah. I mean, it was amazing, man. Have you ever, as a fan, been this confident?
Nope.
With the offense on the field in late game situations? Have you ever been this confident?
Hell no.
Yeah, 4th down. Every time it's 4th down, if it's 4th and 3, Dan Quinn's going for it. And I know we're gonna get it. It's like a 95% chance we're gonna get it.
Yeah, because the first touchdown we got was a 4th and 2. That was like amazing to go for in the first quarter.
I love that play call on that too, man. The zone read option, and the pass to Zacchaeus.
Yeah,
that was beautiful on 4th down.
And that was crazy. And we had a legal lineman downfield, and I'm glad they didn't call it because
Ben
Allegretti.
Ben Sennett?
No, Allegretti was down the field illegally. And that shit was cute, man. He ran to his left, jumped in the air, and threw that shit. I was like, that's a good ass catch by Zacchaeus too. That's the second week he's had a good catch on a throw that was kind of low in the end zone.
Guys, we've converted 19 4th downs this year.
We are 19 of 22.
That is with a rookie quarterback.
19 of 22.
Fam, I don't think I've seen us go for 19 4th downs before, bro. We go so regular. It's so first nature. You don't realize how crazy that is to say out loud.
But that's the Jayden Daniels effect. Like, he just instills confidence in everyone, including the coaching staff. Like DQ, like I know we talked about it last week. I still don't think people really understand the magnitude of going for it on 4th and 11.
That's crazy.
You don't do that in the NFL
with a whole quarter to go.
Right. You don't. That's
insane.
You don't do that in the NFL.
Down 2 possessions with a whole quarter to go.
You don't do that in the NFL. And he did that, and without hesitation. Only reason you would even think to do that is because I got a guy. I got a man for the job. And let me ask y'all this. So when I had a question, I just forgot what the damn question was.
Well, in the meantime, I do want to point out the fact that Cliff Kingsbury, I love how, like, in a lot of these winner take all situations, the ball is in Jayden Daniels' hands. Like, it's a pass play. Maybe you have an option to run it yourself or whatever, but it's in Jayden Daniels' hands. If it's 4th and 2, we're gonna play action. Jayden Daniels keeps it, whatever. To win the game against the Eagles, win the game against the Falcons is always in Jayden Daniels' hands. I love the fact that Cliff Kingsbury even gives him the chance, because sometimes people overthink it and take it out of their best playmakers' hands, thinking, okay, the defense is expecting our best player to have the ball. Let's try to overthink it, work around that, and not do that. But Cliff Kingsbury is like, hey, man, it's your show. You got the keys to the team. You got the keys to the city. I'm going to put you in the best situations for you to do what you do. And he keeps coming through. And that's only going to build the trust even more forward. Even if they try it again, it doesn't work, that's not going to stop them from continuing on trying it, which I'm really happy about.
Hell yeah.
So I was going to ask you, I just remembered Rico talking jogged my memory. So somebody had said, man, I think Terry got clamped last night. And I was like, nah, I don't think so. So what was y'all vantage point of what happened to Terry? So for me, it was, and Jayden even said this after the game, when he was throwing to Terry, he was just super inaccurate when he was throwing to Terry. Mm-hmm. He didn't give him a chance on the two deep balls, that he threw to him. And then he had a couple across the middle where he was just inaccurate. I think the only one that was an accurate ball, and even that wasn't on Terry's chest. It was up high. It was the slant he threw to him. And because it was high, it gave A.J. Terrell a chance to knock it out of his hand. It was a good play by A.J. Terrell. But what did y'all think about Terry last night against A.J. Terrell?
I think Terrell definitely won the matchup. Yeah. He won the matchup. It may not be like usually as fans, you're just going to relate the box score to, okay, he got clamped all night. But Terrell was running with him for majority of the night. They were at sometimes like swinging coverage toward him. I would kind of bracket covering him. But Terrell won the matchup, and Terry wasn't able to be effective. But yes, Jayden wasn't able to hit him accurately a couple times. But it sucks, though, to have your number one and kind of only weapon be completely neutralized. One catch, 5 yards, but that just also shows the greatness of Jayden because we still put up 30.
I was just gonna say to y'all, do you understand the magnitude of doing what we did when the one guy that you think has to be an impact player for you outside of the quarterback for you to have a chance, and you still put up 30 despite him not being a factor? Like Terry was a non-factor last night.
If you would have told me before that game, Terry has one catch for 5 yards on 4 or 5 targets, whatever it was, I would have just assumed we lost that game. Like, I mean, Olave Ezekiel's had a really good game against the Eagles, but I just didn't assume he would step up that big when we needed it. Zach Ertz had his best game of the season. I wasn't just necessarily expecting that to come out of nowhere. I figured a guy like him, as the season went on, would start to, I wouldn't say deteriorate, but just at his age, I would expect him to, if anything, get less productive as the season went on. I definitely wasn't expecting him 2 weeks away from the end of the regular season having his best game of the year. So just shouts out to everybody stepping up, in place of Terry. I really think a lot of it, to go back to your question, I think A.J. Terrell did a great job, and I've been rooting for him since high school. I'm biased there, but I think Terry also was just hurt. Like I feel like that ankle really did whatever sent him to the tent, like Ed Oliver said, and then him dealing with the ankle injury all in practice. I think he didn't practice Wednesday. I think he was limited Thursday, and then they somehow got him to be a full participant on Friday. But I think that bothered him a lot in that game.
So that leads me to my next question for you.
I'll answer about A.J. Terrell too. So,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
A.J., he did a solid job for sure. But like Jayden brought up, because he's so humble, he's so honest, and he critiques himself too. He did miss Terry on the back-to-back passes. I love that they went to him. So I'm looking at the target share. So Drake London got 13 targets, and Terry got 7. So I'm still not a big fan of that Drake got. Drake's a good receiver. He got basically double the amount of targets. I still feel like Terry should have got targeted more and got involved more and got the ball thrown to more. He did try AJ. He did try Terry on the deep pass. They couldn't connect. Honestly, I thought it was PI because they called the PI on Michael Davis in the first quarter that led to the first touchdown. And I thought those were similar
plays.
Yeah,
I agree.
And they didn't give it to Terry, and we're at home. So I was like, okay, man, they should have threw the flag. But I do think AJ did a solid job, but they got to connect. It was similar to the Saints game when they missed each other on those back-to-back plays where they were deep plays. They weren't that bad, but I think they'll pick it back up next week. The ankle may be hampering him a little bit, but Rico, what you said about Zach Ertz. So the big reason why Zach played so well, I'll call him a little bit of Yak Zach now, is because he got a bonus. So he got
a paid in overtime.
Yeah, he got a $250,000 bonus for the catch, another $250K for going over 600 receiving yards on the season, and another $250, another band. Shout out to what's the guy's name from last time that was giving us a couple bands?
Abdullah.
Abdullah. So that got the Abdullah bonus for sure. Getting the touchdown catch and the like $750,000 for all the catches and touchdowns that he got. He got 2 tutties.
$750K.
Yeah, I love it, man. Go get that money. Go get the money. Go get the money. So that leads me to all the injuries that we went into the game with and sustained during the game. How would y'all attack this Week 18 contest against Dallas? That
question's been burning in me this whole time. I couldn't wait for us to discuss that on
here. Yeah, we're gonna get into it now because you lost Cornelius Lucas in the game to a groin. You lost Tyler Biadasz to an ankle in the game, did not return. Obviously, Terry was hampered by the ankle, but he played. You did not have De'Ami Brown. You did not have Marshawn Lattimore. You did not have Jordan McGee, all to hamstring injuries. You were without going into the game without Andrew Wiley with a groin. And so we're banged up. This is a banged up roster right now. This is as banged up as we've been all season long. We never had a game where 5 guys were out of the game this entire season. How would you guys approach this Cowboys game, knowing that the 6th seed is in the balance? And I think all of us will agree we'd much rather go to SoFi than to the Link.
Yep.
In wild card weekend.
Yeah, you could take over their stadium, and Jayden Daniels would be at home.
That's a home game. That's a home game.
Literally.
In a dome too, so.
And it's inside.
Yeah.
So how would y'all approach this game on Sunday?
This one's I think I'm approaching it like the second preseason game. I think I'm approaching it like the second preseason game. Do y'all remember in 2015, there was a record Kirk had to break at the end of that season? Which record was it completion? What was it?
I think it was the most yards in franchise history.
Okay. So
and Jordan Reed had the most catches for any tight end in franchise history. They both broke that in that because it was against Dallas. It's funny that you bring it up.
Exactly. That's exactly why I bring it up, because we clinched versus Philadelphia in the penultimate week of the season. And the final week of the season, we had to go up to Dallas. There was a record to break. They pretty much kept Kirk in to break the record. We got up a couple possessions and they got the starters the hell out the game.
Yeah, and Colt McCoy finished up.
I'm pulling from that. That's the type of I don't want Jayden playing 4 quarters. I don't want a lot of these banged up guys having to go 4 quarters, but I do want us to go out there with some guys. I want Terry to get the record. That matters to me. I want him to get that record, and I want us to get a lead that we could feel comfortable about through 4 quarters. They gotta play some. We can't come into this joint acting like we clinched the 1st seed and putting the whole team on ice, because that would set a bad precedent. I don't think I would feel very okay with that. But I'm treating that shit like a preseason game. Y'all going in, going out business trip. Get the damn lead. Go in fast so we can pull y'all. I'm telling the veterans, y'all want to be in street clothes at halftime? Do what you got to do, and we're out of here, bro. You see what Philly did to them yesterday?
Yeah.
Tanner McKee?
Right.
Like, come on, man. I'm treating it like a preseason game. Go in, go out, street clothes at halftime.
Yeah, my answer is really similar to Rio. Because I was thinking, because I want to see, like, hey, should we give Chris Rodriguez a game to really show what he could do? But then I was thinking
28 carries.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But the experiment won't work if we go out there with our entire backup offensive line. Then that won't, that will be too many variables involved. We will not know exactly how good Chris Rodriguez is, because we go out there with our backup offensive line, no holes are open. People are going to start saying, Chris Rodriguez wasn't really that good and things like that. So I was thinking, like, anybody that's even like somewhat banged up, like say Marshawn Lattimore is healthy enough to go technically against the Cowboys, I may rest somebody like him because we need you for the playoffs. So, but if anybody themselves, especially if they step up and say, I want to play, you go. And Dan Quinn already said earlier today, he's treating it like, yeah, we want that 6th seed.
Yeah.
Like, this is really important to us. We're going for it. We're going all in on that and things like that. So I just feel like if there's anybody like Andrew Wiley, he was hurt. I think he got hurt against the Eagles. Didn't play against the Falcons last night. You know, if anybody's teetering, don't play them. And Trent Scott, I mean, he's not good, but we were all right with them still in the game. Right. I feel like you go out there with as many starters as you can. And exactly with Rio, let's just go ahead and go up big. Tell them you play your tails off right now. By halftime, y'all can come out and let Marcus Mariota finish the game. He did a pretty good job against the Panthers. Hopefully, we can just because like the Eagles did to the Cowboys this weekend, just go ahead and take their will to win very early, and then just coast for a dub.
Yeah, I actually would play the starters. I'll play the starters because they beat us the first time. And it's kind of similar to what we talked about in 2015 where they beat us with Matt Castle. I thought it was disrespectful. And, you know, it was on us, the reason why we lost the game the first time. But – and there's some – so Eckler, the thing too with Eckler might be back this week too. And Dan Quinn said that. So maybe you wait on him. Marshawn, I wouldn't play him because this is a team where I know it's Jalen Brooks who cooked Ben St. Juice last time. You got Turpin and Tolbert. So those guys actually could get anybody can cook Michael Davis. It doesn't matter. But Marshawn is a guy that I would be cautionary with, but everybody else I would play because you got to put them away. You do want to get this succeed and go to LA. And Dan Quinn's going to win this game. I mean, this is a revenge game for him. We're talking about revenge games for Oz. This is a revenge game for Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn cares about this stuff because every time we do captains, he's always big on doing a captain for somebody who played for a team, for their former team. So Dorrance, Dante, it's going to mean something for those guys for sure. So all the Dallas guys, I don't know if Biotis is going to play. That's the big thing right there. Dieter may have to start, and then Rico, like you brought up with Trent Scott, he may start at right tackle. But I would definitely go out there 100% that first half because we got to put them away. We got to put them to bed in the first half, and it's really not going to happen with the backups, in my opinion. Now, somebody did ask on the radio, Jerry Jones, about Trey Lance. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if we do see a lot of Trey Lance potentially starting. That may not happen, but I would just keep an eye out for that and be aware about that happening. It may happen, but they probably will start Cooper Rush. But I would just think about that. But no, I would take this game serious. I really would. I would take it serious and play hard.
Yeah, and I feel like if anything, man, like I mean, I know we've done a lot of great things this season, playoffs and all of that, but. And we split with the Eagles. We swept the Giants, but getting swept by the Cowboys, I don't care what reason it is.
That don't fit right with me.
Sat our starters the last
game. Not in
game.
a year where they stink.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. That don't even look good, man. So I just want to avoid that. Also, I mean, remember Josh Butler had his best game in his life against us when we played them last time. And
this man was doing mime celebrations and shit against us, man. What? Like, who is this bum?
I think a lot of people underestimate how him not being available for the Cowboys may make this to where we can probably go ahead and clear this out by halftime because he was huge for them last time we played them.
I need Jeremy Reeves to tackle Kevontae Turpin one good time. That's what I need him to do, not get juked by a spin move. That's what I need.
Don't kick the ball
to
Kevontae Turpin.
Hey,
kick it out of bounds.
Y'all see how suddenly Zane Gonzalez has the leg to kick a touchback? I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think he made a mistake because this first two kickoffs, them shits went like 5-6 yards into the end zone. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing?
What's going on?
Yeah,
and you realized who he was.
They got to him and was like, hey, I need you to kick it to where they can return the kick, bro. I feel like this. If you got an injury that's significant, you don't play. So De'Ami Brown, Marshawn Lattimore, Jordan McGee, I'm not playing either of the linemen that got hurt this week or Andrew Wiley. None of them play. So it's all about. Yeah, I'm going with Michael Dieter and Trent Scott at right tackle, and you keep the other guys in. And if Terry really ankle is bothering him, sit down, right? Like we'll figure it out with the other dudes. Maybe we'll finally get the Luke McCaffrey legacy game, as Rio likes to call it.
Did Bryson Tremaine play more snaps?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he played more snaps than Luke McCaffrey. What is going on?
He did.
I think
McCaffrey is not a part of this thing.
I don't really know like how to feel about losing to Dallas. Like, I think I would lose my shit if we got swept by Dallas in a year where they've been absolutely ass. And no CeeDee Lamb, right? Like, there's no way we should lose to the Cowboys, no matter if we started Marcus Mariota or not. There's no way we should lose this game, if you ask
Trent
me.
Scott on Parsons, that kind of gives me nightmares.
You just got to double team him. Like,
yep.
you just can't let him wreck the game by himself. But we got to win this game. The 6th seed is too damn important.
It is.
Like, at first I tried to downplay it. Like, I don't care who we play. I tried to be big, bad, tough guy. I don't care who we play. I just want to get in the playoffs. I don't care. We'll go to Philadelphia and beat the Eagles. I don't give a shit. Then I saw the Rams. I was like, about that whole Eagles wild card weekend thing. Yeah, I think I'd rather go to SoFi. I think I'd rather play the Rams indoors.
Neutral ass environment. Yep.
I can tell you this though. No matter if it's the Eagles or the Rams, we need Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh yeah, I know. They need to be working double time.
Nakua will have 200 yards receiving on us if we don't have Marshawn Lattimore. And you saw they went after him with AJ. They didn't care. If AJ Brown, and we played him the first time and we didn't have him, and he played well. And we shut him down pretty much.
We need the best hands in the world working on them hamstrings, boy.
Bro. We need that. We need that man healthy in the worst way. Of all the people that's hurt, him and Biotis are the two where you like, hey, we need y'all to get y'all act together.
We can't do it without.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the Rams were 12 points versus the 49ers, and in a win, 19 points against the Jets, in a win, 13 points against Arizona, in a win. I don't see us scoring less than that when we play them. They're gonna Matthew Stafford and the offense gonna have to step up to beat us. They're not gonna be able to win with 19, 12, or 13 points against us.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a shootout for sure. Kyron Williams is a dog too, but similar to that Bills-Rams game where it went to the 40s. I think both teams went to the 40s or high 30s. I think it's going to be something like that.
44-42.
Yeah.
So if the Rams lose versus the Seahawks and the Bucks win, are we going to Tampa? Who owns the tiebreak? Because I swear we just, huh?
I'm about to look at the conference record. I think that's the
because I swear Tampa would be the 3rd seed if Tampa wins this week versus the Panthers and the Rams were to lose to the Seahawks, they're flip-flopping, right?
I mean, even still, I'd rather play them too, right?
Would you rather Tampa or LA?
Tampa, because Mike Evans is there. I mean, because you don't have to worry about Puka and Cooper and Kyron. Bucky's a dog too, though.
Because Godwin's hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, Godwin's
McMillan like that though.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Like
he's stepping up, man.
I don't know. That's a tough one, man, because Bake is slippery. Matthew Stafford ain't going nowhere, bro. Like Bake is slippery as shit. Like we saw it in week 1. We couldn't get his ass on the ground for nothing.
Yeah, Matt Stafford, that boy moves in slow motion.
He moved like the Duracell commercial.
You saw that run where he tried to get out there. He would have scored 8 years ago. Hell no.
It was funny. I think it was, who was it? Rich Eisen, I think, was doing the game or something. He got super excited. He started running. I was like, he ain't going nowhere, bro. I think I prefer the Rams.
I'm still trying to go to LA, bro.
Yeah, I think I prefer the Rams, but I mean, either one of those are, better options than the Eagles. But I'm gonna tell you right now, don't nobody want to play us.
Nope.
Don't nobody want to play us.
Don't nobody want to play Jayden.
Yeah. That's what I mean when I say us.
We're that annoying team with the player that keeps the defensive coordinator up at night.
Yeah.
And not only does he keep the defensive coordinator up at night, he's just young and dumb enough to not know any better. You know what I mean? Like, he's so unflappable. He's unfazed by the moment that he'll get to the playoffs and the shit just won't be too big for him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He won't blink, he won't flinch. And so I think we're a dangerous team. I mean, obviously the defense is a problem, and you know we know what we are defensively. I just keep telling people, y'all know what we are, so don't be surprised. But with the way we can score, we're gonna be a tough out, man. If
you're really averaging 30 points, that's crazy, bro.
Bro, you know how many years we were averaging less than 20?
A lot.
most. And to y'all point, like to the point, like we're really annoying. We never go away. I mean, Jayden Daniels has now thrown 5 touchdown passes in the final 30 seconds or overtime, and that's the most by any quarterback in NFL history.
Yep, since the merger, right?
Like
that's
it's
crazy.
just
it's so many of them stats.
It's never done.
Jayden getting all the LeBron stats. He's getting all the LeBron, all the stats that ESPN is like, yo, we're gonna show you that we press the button on this kid, and everything he does, we're gonna find the record for it. We have one of those guys, bro.
I was telling the fan base, I said, because my wife was like, yo, I don't like this shit. Because it took 8:20 forever to get there on Sunday. Now, it might have been different for y'all because y'all was actually at the game, so you would probably tailgate and all of that stuff. But for if you was at home, man, 8:20, it felt like it took 2 days. Those 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock games were awful, right? The Packers one got interesting late, but those games were awful, right? And my wife was like, yo, it's only 6 o'clock? I'm like, yes, it just turned 6 o'clock. And somebody in the comment section was like, man, can it get to 8:20 already? And I said, y'all got to get used to this. Because I don't, like, did you see the playoff commercial? They had Jayden in a playoff commercial, and we wasn't even in the playoffs yet. They had Jayden in a playoff commercial, and we was still 2 weeks away from clinching a playoff berth, bruh. Like, do you understand that this man is must-see TV?
Did you see the NBA post him tonight? The NBA Twitter page posted him tonight.
Nah, I missed that. What did they say?
Because he's at the Wizards game tonight.
Oh, okay.
And the NBA, literally the NBA handle, budding superstar Jayden Daniels watching the Washington Wizards play a day after his game-winning touchdown. Team gave him a jersey. Why is the NBA posting Jayden?
I say not even the Wizards, the NBA.
They're trying to get engagement, right?
Oh, yeah, because nobody watching.
They're trying to get engagement.
People just typing in Jayden Daniels.
Hey, it's why I told my wife, I said, well, you know, we got 5 primetime games. We a 5-star team now, right?
Minimum.
So we're gonna have 2 of them Sunday joints. We're gonna have 2 of them Monday joints.
Overseas, put us on the holidays.
They're gonna throw us a Thursday. I said they might put us on Thanksgiving again, right? Now we got to do the Cowboy shit again.
Boy.
They're gonna give you Mahomes, Jayden on Christmas next year.
Do we play the Chiefs?
Yes. Hey, we got some horses on our schedule next year. We're gonna be in prime time next year.
Oh yeah, hey, how good is Michael Penix though?
Oh yeah, he has a gun.
Man, that rookie class is crazy. Like, not just the quarterbacks, the receivers are crazy. Brock Bowers is like, if Jayden wasn't killing this shit, he would be the offensive rookie of the year. And do y'all know what this man is doing? Like, I know the Raiders stink. This man now has set the record for most catches by a rookie, not a rookie tight end, by a rookie receiver. All right. Like, Brock Bowers is killing this shit.
Hey, we're going to be in primetime next year. We play at Green Bay. We play at Arrowhead. We play at SoFi with the Chargers. We got to go to Minnesota. We gotta go play the Lions. We got Bo Nix. Oh my God.
Bro.
Hey, I'm happy
you just named 3 or 4 primetime games just now.
And I'm happy because people keep trying to put, other quarterbacks over Jayden because they've been doing it longer and things like that. I think that's perfect for him to go head to head with these guys and show them he is the better quarterback. So I'm really excited about that.
Bro, it's gonna be crazy next year. When the NFL is already setting this man up to be one of the faces of the league with Mahomes. Like I said, he one of them ones. So
if not Christmas, I can see us on opening night versus whoever the champions are. Like, that's how big this is already.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that shit. I'm
good
on that one.
You ain't trying to be there on banner night? You're not trying to be there on banner night?
No. Unless you get T. Higgins, unless you get DJ Reed and get some other guys up here. Okay.
You don't think that's a good look for us if the Chiefs 3P and we go down to Arrowhead to start the season? You don't think they propping him up to be NFC Mahomes? That's a spot I like, man. I like that shit.
I can see that.
I can see it happening. I'm just saying I don't want any parts of it.
NFL pressing all buttons, bro. They gonna have a picture of half Mahomes'
face and half of Jayden.
The future is now.
Passing the torch.
Hey, go ahead. I can see that shit too.
That shit marketable as hell.
I can see that banner, bro. I can definitely see that banner for sure. I'm telling you. So I was telling my wife, like, look, they are pressing the button on Jayden, like they all in. So she was like, I don't like these late games. I said we're gonna be playing at 4:25 and 8:20 and 8:15 a lot next season. It ain't gonna be too many of these 1 o'clocks. Don't get like last year. I think we played every game except the ones we were on prime time at 1 o'clock. They was like, yeah, keep y'all funky ass at 1 o'clock. They're gonna be we're gonna be on at 4:25, America's game of the week a lot next season. Anytime you play Philadelphia, anytime you play Dallas, if it's not on primetime, it's America's game of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Remember how everybody pushed their chips in on the Texans coming into this season, Stroud for MVP. The Texans giving the Chiefs a run in the AFC. That's going to be us next year. We're going to make some moves this offseason that once the moves happen, is Washington the favorite to win the NFC? The entire NFC. Is Jayden Daniels the favorite for MVP? And I'm buying an MVP stock for year 2. We go.
Ed, you still got some of that left? You still got some of that MVP stock?
No, if Lamar didn't go do the 31-2 against the Bills on Christmas, then I would have been with it for sure.
Hey, I was gonna buy some of that off of you right now.
Year two.
I'm buying the Super Bowls from you though. I'm buying that from you.
I'm gonna have the t-shirt, the hats, the shirts, and the lawn signs for year 2, bro. We coming out like Marino next year, bro.
Hey, bro.
Jayden,
especially telling you. Can you imagine how fun free agency is gonna be after this playoffs? And before we were even close to making the playoffs, Adam Schefter saying NFL starters on other teams wanted to be traded to us.
We're gonna make it
insane.
We're gonna make an acquisition that's gonna shake up the league, and everybody's gonna be on our nuts, bro.
And it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. And the difference is, with CJ Stroud. CJ was really good last year, but CJ ain't Jayden Daniels, bro. It's levels to this shit. And like I'm hearing dudes who were notorious for being haters early in the season, like Teddy Bruschi was not feeling us early in the season. He's like, yo, as a former defensive player, Jayden Daniels is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He's already. He was like as a defensive player, he's one of those dudes that you just don't want to see because his legs are the X factor. And that's what I told anybody that would ask me about CJ Stroud. It's like, he don't run. And, it's cool for being surgical from the pocket. And that's great. And you have to be able to throw from the pocket. But when things break down, if you can't make something happen, then you're just another dude, right? Jayden is like, that's why we so good on 3rd and 4th down, because of Jayden, because of his legs. Like, how many times last night did he just single-handedly say, that overtime drive is a great example. Why do you think he was so tired? He was running everywhere and they couldn't catch him.
That man ran a lot of yards on that. He was running all over the place,
bro,
and no one could catch him.
He's different. And as a fan of a team who ain't never had shit, this feels great.
And even going back to CJ Stroud real quick, I forgot the exact stat, but I gave it last stream. Like, Jayden Daniels has a QBR of over 90 like 4 or 5 times this season already. CJ Stroud didn't even have it once last year. So CJ Stroud had a great rookie season. Right. But to Louie's point, it's levels.
There's levels to it. Yeah,
it's crazy, bro. This is so enjoyable.
And Lou, next time you holler at LB, please just say it loud and clear. Jalen Hurts has never thrown for 24 touchdowns before. He's never thrown for 25 touchdowns before. We already there. I know what he's gonna say if I say it. He's gonna say
how many
rushing touchdowns.
Right, yep. That's all he's gonna do is go to the rushing touchdown.
Bring up
and
the
he's gonna talk
Hail
about
Mary.
him being a winner and all of this bullshit, which is fine, but like at the end of the day, man, the 49ers is actually trying to win tonight. Like they are not playing.
Tell your boy get quarterbacky over there in Philadelphia, man. Tell him to get more quarterback.
Get quarterbacky.
Get more quarterbacky.
You couldn't even throw a Hail Mary to the 30-yard line.
Hey,
yeah.
His ball looked like it got shot out the sky like Birdie, man. Like, that shit was ugly.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, like just watching this whole thing unfold over the next couple of years, man. Like this is crazy, bro. Let's get to the comment section.
Before we move on, to speaking of the 49ers, Adam Peters, man. I mean, is it him? Is it him? I mean, him leaving and look what the 49ers look like now, and him joining us and taking us to where we are. Like, is it him?
I think falling like Pompeii over there right now, man.
I can tell you this: they had some injuries. Every time they have injuries, they always suffer.
People blaming the Madden curse. I'm like, fam, it's not the Madden curse.
No, people love blaming the Madden curse for everything.
I'm telling you, bro, we're touched by angels now. We're gonna be the ones who stop this Madden curse shit because our boy's gonna be on that cover in 2
Yeah, eventually. It's only a matter.
I'm bracing everybody for it. I'm preparing all of you. In the next 2 years, he's on Madden.
Oh no, without question, I agree. Like, I'm telling you, this dude is different, man.
He's gonna be everywhere.
He is different, and he's so humble, and like he's just everything you want in a quarterback. And
State Farm commercial coming soon,
bro. He is everywhere. Like it's wild, man. Like he's our quarterback. This is great. Optimal focus. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Commander Kings are here.
Yeah.
You know what it is. My mother was telling me how she said, telling me this is how the stadium used to be at RFK, but the bleachers used to shake. Wow. You want me to tell you something that's really cool that you hear on TV? I don't know what the hell they be beating on, but like on third downs, they be beating the hell out of something. All you hear is on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
What do they be hitting on? What they beating on?
Be smacking seats.
Oh, okay.
we be a bunch of people smacking the seat in front of them.
Yeah.
I was tearing my hands up smacking seats on third down for no reason.
Yeah, okay. I was like, damn, this just be loud, bro. Y'all be getting it in on them damn seats, boy. I thought it was hitting some kind of metal. It'd be so loud.
I did see somebody hitting on metal. Somebody was doing that too.
For real?
Okay.
Somebody was hitting on metal too.
Because I heard it sounded like metal on TV, but
almost like the metal that took out Jalen Hurts. It was like that.
Oh yeah. It sounded like that, bro. It sounded like something like that. That's crazy. But yeah, y'all had it lit, man. The stadium was crazy. Infamous 2K. Hey. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I was at the game. Being from Philly, I'd been to the Link many times. I even went to the NFC Championship game in 2022. That stadium was just as loud, if not louder. Wow, that's saying a lot. There hasn't been that kind of buzz coming out of the stadium since 2012 with Robert Griffin III. So you see the impact that he's having, man. Like he got me really questioning, do I need to cop these season tickets?
Dog, this man, that was the most triumphant walk around the concourse post game I've ever seen, bro. Like you would have thought we just like ceasefired like a war or something. Like it was, people were letting out battle cries. Like it was you're hugging, you're handshaking, I'm picking up random people. Like this shit was, oh man, it was amazing.
You would have thought we just won the game to send us to the Super Bowl.
Like, we weren't even like, most people weren't even walking outside. Everyone was just victory walking in the circle around the stadium.
Hey, go ahead. Man. Hey.
That's hard.
Hey, Rico, you would have been so happy seeing everybody tell the Falcons fans to beat the traffic and to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been the loudest and proudest in there, man.
Oh man.
Oh yes, 72 at home feel good, man, especially against those boys.
It's crazy. I was I'm having too much fun, bro. I was so lit on the stream last night. I was slurring and shit.
I see you talking shit, boy.
I was lit
until like 3 a.m.
I ended my stream at 2:30 and was like, "Damn, Lou's still going,
bro." I was lit, yo. I told my wife, I said, "You know, you lit when you catch yourself in the middle of a sentence slurring, and you like, yo, I'm slizzed, bro."
We going to the Alls. We going to the Alls.
We going to the Alls. Hey, I was like, yo, I am done. I spilt the drink all over my damn pants and shit. Like, I was done, bro. It was I just had too much. I'm having too much fun, man. I told you I was gonna enjoy this season. I had no idea it would be this much fun. I didn't expect
drunk. That boy was drunk.
Yo, it was it's levels to this shit, man. They thought I won't coming back like law. They thought I was done, bro.
Let these boys win a playoff game, bro. The streams might not end.
Oh my God.
The streams might not end.
Bro, it's gonna be so crazy. And so I'm doing a party, like an actual party. At a venue.
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna really like turn, whether we win or lose, it's gonna be a party. Like, it's gonna be crazy. But imagine if we win, bro.
Oh God.
Imagine if we win.
Oh God.
It's gonna be crazy, man. Like, I can't wait. Bro, I had the ultimate turn up for a win to clinch going to the playoffs. So imagine if we win in the game. We ain't won a playoff game since 2005.
That thing turned 20 next month.
Man.
That last playoff is almost it's almost legal.
Yo, bro. And every time Rio says that, I be like, yo, that's crazy.
You can almost drink.
We was talking about something else like 2 streams ago, and Rio was like, yo, that Jay about to turn 30, bro. Like, what? I was like, yo, stop, Rio. He's like, nah, bro, that Jay turned 30 next week.
I think about this shit often, man. It bothers me, man.
No, we gotta do something, man. We can't be out here in these streets like this. We gotta do something, man.
In 5 we trust. In 5 we trust.
Yes. King of the Bluegrass. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, do you think that this 2024 first round draft class is the best you fellas have ever seen overall? It's been some really good draft classes that I've covered, but man, this one is up there. Like, obviously,
quarterbacks and weapons. Insane.
I mean, keep in mind that was one of the most unique drafts we'd ever seen. The first 14 picks were all offensive players. We've never seen anything like that before. Mm-hmm. I think the first defensive player was taken by the Colts, Latu. So, and like almost all of them offensive dudes that were taken are really good, right?
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm thinking about our draft class. He's talking about the whole NFL. I'm sitting here like, wait, our draft class was good for you? I was thinking like, wait.
Oh, you was over there going through it.
I was over there like, hold up, our draft class is this good.
Yo. Rio was going through it for a second, bro. He was like, wait, huh?
I was doing like mathematics in my head.
Yeah. The numbers and letters and shit was crossing.
Carry on.
So, I'm gonna tell you right now. Obviously, we need more time to evaluate it, but it has a chance to be. It has a chance to be one of the best draft classes we've ever seen, just based off the quarterbacks. If you got to draft a first round where. First of all, we've never seen 6 first-round quarterbacks. That's never happened before.
And these damn receivers. Oh, my
God. Right.
Oh, yeah,
and
let
Brock
you know,
Powers.
This is the first time in NFL history 4 rookies have reached 1,000 receiving yards all together in the same season. So 2 Georgia Bulldogs, 2 LSU guys. It's beautiful.
Hey,
it's beautiful.
I'm going to tell you right now, Brian Thomas.
Oh, he's the one.
He's different.
He's the one.
He's different, bro.
Get that man a quarterback. He can
do everything.
Like, I'm hoping the Giants don't hit, because if Malik Neighbors get a quarterback, it's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas.
Why y'all brought that up? How did y'all were y'all weak off of the Giants and beating them?
Hey, they turned up yesterday, man.
They did. They probably they saw the bowl game with Shadur and they were probably like, okay, yeah, we can do whatever we feel like. It's still dumb that they did that though.
Oh my God.
And man. Drew Lock threw 4 touchdowns. I was like, Drew Lock out here bowling and ran for a touchdown too.
Yeah, but if you watched it, the Colts like forgot how to tackle. Like these were wide receiver screens and hitches. Like one of them was like a 3rd and 17 hitch to Malik Neighbors, and he broke like 3 tackles and scored a touchdown.
Yo, how long do the Colts play the Anthony Richardson game?
I think they're getting out. Yeah, I think they're getting out this year. Like, I know Shane Steichen, they coach. He pissed. Like, bro, I can't. Like, he's like, it's like Kevin Stefanski with Deshaun Watson, where he's like, man, I know I can do better than this shit. But
this dude, and that's why they all talk about Jayden Daniels' stature. Anthony Richardson built like an edge rusher, and he can't stay on the field for anything.
Right. Yep. And you know why? Because he think he can run over every damn body. He think he's so big and bad and tough, and he don't know how to slide, and and
he's so raw still too.
Yeah. That's wild, man. But
he just barely played the floor. He was raw before he got drafted. Like, he was raw college-wise.
He never even produced in college.
Yeah, he was raw college-wise. I don't know why they thought he would just get to the NFL and all the flashy plays.
Genetics.
Yeah, that was purely just athleticism. But yeah, shouts out to the Giants though, man, because that boy Drew Lock said, y'all not drafting quarterback with his 4 touchdowns. He made sure
that was wild.
Y'all not getting who y'all want.
They're going to have to trade up. They're going to have to trade up now.
New York, the Giants, they've never drafted that dynamic of a quarterback. So they were like, they just allergic to it for real.
I like how you put that dynamic of a quarterback. It's good, man.
I saw somebody tweet, stop trying to escape your fate, and somebody had Jalen Milroe.
hey, it's a dude that's trying to convince me that Jalen Milroe is really good and he's gonna be the steal of the draft. And I'm like, hey, I dare y'all, I double dog dare y'all to draft.
Let a naysayer know. Let a naysayer know.
let a naysayer know.
Jackson Dart about to go crazy with the Giants, man.
Hey,
man, if you needed a quarterback, 2024 was the year, boy. This 2025 class, I like some of the guys, but last year was the year you needed a quarterback to go get one, man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Booty. Infamous 2K, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Right. I met Janky Rondo at the game.
Same. Cool dude, man.
He cool? He a cool dude?
Yeah, I met him, man. He was with his girl. He was headed to his seats. I met him and stuff, man. We definitely gonna work some. I gotta collab with this guy sometime soon, man.
That's what's up, man. Yeah,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know I had seen that Jayden had hit him up after a game earlier this season.
Wow, I was
I said, damn.
Yeah.
NFL posted him too. I said, okay.
Yeah, he gonna be the next. What's the dude? Kai something? What's his name?
Like he's like sports reaction. Kai Cenat.
Yeah. He gonna be the next dude getting all of these endorsements, commercials, and shit.
So he be calling the what is it, the police on Benjamin St. Just immigration or something like that.
And that man called for Jayden last week, man. He said he was calling around like, we need strippers for our quarterback, man. After what he just did, man, y'all send them all to him.
Hey, moms ain't having that shit. I'll tell you right now.
Oh nah.
He had the Wizards game tonight. He on the camera, but he got his phone in his hand, like he using it, and she in his ear, like, put your phone down, boy. Like boy,
yeah.
You don't play.
Moms is not going for that shit, bro.
PR. That is his PR rep, right?
Mom's like, hey, keep them IG thotties away from my son. She is not going.
Put your damn phone down. You on the TV, boy.
She is not going for that shit. Hey, love it, man. Love it. Jason Rogers. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Uncle Jay, right? Shout out to Louie Tee and Rio going live. I appreciate all of y'all. Rio was so concerned about people going to work in the morning, not Louie. He had me up breaking daylight. I'm 38, Lou. It was a struggle. Hey, bro. I didn't get up until noon today, okay? Like, most people don't have that ability to do that. But I already told y'all what it was going to be. I said, look, if we win this game, I already know it's a 4 or 5 hour stream. Y'all already know what it is. We turning up. I still got it in me though. I'm right there with you, bro. You 38. I'm right there with you. I still got it in me, bro. But it was rough for some of y'all. I know that. It was rough for some of y'all.
I probably would have went a little longer too, but I'm in an apartment and I'm loud, so you know I'm not trying to have people beating on my ceiling or on my floor because I don't do well with that type of thing. So I need people to not do that because I will tell them to shut the fuck up if they come over.
Infamous 2K. Thank you for the. Hey, somebody take a broom or some shit and they bang.
I'll bang right back.
Exact same rhythm.
That's right.
We're gonna make us a beat now.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Infamous 2K. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, me and Josh Harris share the same birthday, December 29th. Commanders undefeated when I'm at the game. Also, I was staying in Columbia, Maryland. Royal Farms is greater than Wawa. I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, good chicken.
I'm about to say the chicken at Royal Farms is A1.
Chicken like that.
But it's just you got more of a variety at Wawa, man. It's more items to choose from. And them Wawa smoothies go hard too. So
bruh, you should have seen Wawa at 1:30 a.m. last night.
Oh, I bet that it was jumping.
I'm closer to your territory, Lou, and I'm talking like we're an hour plus past the stadium, and everybody was coming back from the game, bro. It was at least 13 of us in there.
Yeah. The Wawa is like IHOP. It's like Waffle House. It's like Waffle House at 1:30, bro. It'd be crazy. It go hard. That late. Josh Harris got the game ball on his birthday, man. So that was cool to see after the game. Hey, Scotty, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, forgive me, Kings. I was so nervous. I went to bed by half. You're not alone. It was a lot of people.
If I didn't have obligations, I might have been with you, man.
Hey, that was struggling with the way the game was going, and it was like, nah, I can't do this shit, bro.
He said, I can't do it.
He said, I can't put myself through it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit the hay. He said later, I saw that Rico changed his live stream to Clinch. That's when I realized that I missed the JD 5 Magic show. Never again.
Oh, yeah, as soon as the game ended, I kept the live stream going, never stopped it, just changed that thing to Clinch.
Hey, man, at this point, Scotty, that you already know that this dude is must-see TV and you can't ever turn your TV off when he's got a shot. Like, I don't know what else he got to do, Scotty. Like, what more you want to see from this man? Rico already told you the man got 5 touchdown passes with 30 seconds or less in the game or in overtime. Like, this dude is ridiculous. You can't turn the TV off ever with this dude around. You can't.
Yeah, it's Jayden Houdini, Mr. 4th down. Yeah, you can never miss him in the second half.
Hey, this game good.
Yo, you talking about this 49ers, right? The 49ers playing like this was 2023 or some shit. Like
they playing like they season matters. Still.
Right. They playing like this the NFC Championship game again. I'm like, God,
like their season matter is crazy.
Hey, this I'm watching this joint hard. Like, yo.
Yeah, they going
Detroit. I know they don't necessarily need this game to get the #1 seed, but I know they want this game.
Kevin O'Connell about to have the #1 seed with Sam Darnold at quarterback.
Did you see the reception he got in the locker room?
Yes.
Bro, that was wild. I'm happy for him though, man.
And McCarthy might have to ride that pond for 3 years or so because I don't know how you cannot go back to that.
Oh yeah, you got to. I'm still mad with him as OC. Like when Ron came in, like I was like, bro, he was.
No, because Scott Turner, right? You know, we got Norv Jr. You know, we don't need Kevin O'Connell.
I remember wanting him just because he had been there with Dwayne. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted
to quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he had a chance to really foster a really good relationship with Dwayne and turn him into a good quarterback. And Ron, he just screwed the pooch on that one. But Kyle W. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kyle writes, C-Rod needs to be RB1. Let's put our feelings for B-Rob aside at the moment. I mean, I love me some C-Rod. You know, he's gained my respect because I wasn't a massive fan of his. He's gained my respect, but see, RB1? What y'all think about that?
I don't think any of them. I don't think any of them are RB1s, to be honest.
Basically,
he's saying RB1 for the next game and potentially.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I mean, it has to be B-Rob, but
the next 3 or 4 playoff games. But what I will say, in the stadium, a lot of people were saying that for sure leaving out. A lot of people were saying that during the game too. But who played the better game? C-Rod had the more explosive plays, but B-Rob had a good
bias. Yep.
Yeah, B-Rob has he ended up finishing strong.
He had 13 carries, 60 yards.
Yeah, 60 yards. He had a 12-yard run too. So I just feel like B-Rob is kind of banged up and he's going through a lot this season. And I think C-Rod just may have more of the juice to finish the season. I think C-Rod should have more than just 5 carries. I think that's something that I could agree with. He should have at least 6, 7, 8 carries. But like I said earlier, the tricky thing is that Eckler is going to be back too. So I just
hopefully, please.
Because I don't think Dan Quinn would have bought
he spit on the camera.
Say, bro.
Yeah, they was. He took off his belt. They were doing belt to ass in the camera, and he ended up gleating on the camera when he did this shit. It was crazy.
And I think the 2 fumbles hurt too. I think people were pissed off about that.
Yeah, they didn't get over that. Yeah. They did the same thing to OZ with the punts. And Crowder out here he bobbling these shits every week, and don't nobody say nothing to him. He had a good punt return too on Sunday, 22 yards. That was a really good punt return.
Set us up. Yeah.
Kyle W, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes, Sam, I got my bag. Now watch me collect endless penalty flags. Cosme. Hey man, look, we ain't gonna kill Sam, but yeah, he had a rough go of it. Somebody had said that they were really disappointed in Sam this year. I just think the expectations we had for him were so high because he's actually playing well this year. It's just we were expecting him to be all pro level, and I don't think we've gotten that this year.
Yeah, so, I mean, I agree. The expectations were too high, but I mean, even against the Falcons, he had 53 pass blocking snaps, no pressures, no hits, no sacks. He had those 2 ugly penalties, but outside of that, he did his job.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's been good. I think people just overreact when you have the penalties because he's had some penalties this year, and you know, and there have been plays. We remember the Eagles game. We talked about it at that first play where he just got thrown aside by Jalen Carter, but he's been really good this season. It's just we were expecting him to be an all-pro, and I think that's what some people have. He's still really good.
Yeah, it's probably similar.
It's like the cornerback position. You said what you saying? Sorry.
It's kind of similar to Brandon Sheriff. Like Brandon Sheriff, he was just paid really, really well, but he was still playing at a good level. He might not have been playing up to the contract, but he was still playing at a really good level. Like stats when Brandon Sheriff played, we won games. Like same thing with Sam Cosme. He's playing at a high level.
Yep. And it's similar to the cornerback position where you can win the matchup 30 out of 32 snaps, but those 2 snaps that you get beat, everybody's going to think about and remember those 2 snaps more than anything else. So it's just the nature of the position as well.
What have you done for me lately?
Yep. That's the league we in. Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, put it like this. Lamar equals Goku. JD5 equals Gohan. Cell Saga.
Okay.
Dragon Ball. The Dragon Ball Z reference.
I like that better than the one analyst who called JV Lamar. That was crazy.
Yeah, that sounded hella disrespect. That's a backhanded compliment.
It is very much so a backhand.
Yeah, we don't like that at all.
Ain't nothing JV about this quarterback right here
at all. Get your shit straight. Barrett Downing, my guy, BD. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, this game had me on tequila. That's what I was drinking last night.
Lord, Jesus.
He said, I had a rough time getting up, but it was worth it. Yeah, that's what I had going last night. Some tequila. It was definitely worth it. Man, we going to the offs.
Oh,
going to the Alls, guys.
11 wins. 11 wins, bro.
With a game to spare, right?
11 wins.
11 wins with a game to spare. Like, this is like having $20 and going to the store and getting a bunch of stuff, and you still got $3 left. And you're like, I got all this stuff, and I still got $3 left.
Look at me.
Look at this. We got 11 wins, and we still got a game to go. This is great.
Playoff football.
It only took us 40 years to do this.
Where do y'all think? Like our game's going to be positioned and scheduled Super Wild Card weekend?
Oh, I was debating
Sunday evening when it definitely dark outside for sure.
I was thinking Saturday night. I don't know why. Saturday night just sounds like.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna make the difference. If it's the Rams, it's Saturday night. If it's the Eagles,
it's Sunday evening.
It's Sunday night.
Okay.
If it's the Bucks, I think it's then like a Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
So I think it matters who the opponent is.
And how they do it in the first round, it's like Saturday, there's like a mid-evening and then night game, and Sunday's like a 1 and then there's like a 4, right? Is that how wild card weekend?
I think it's so. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's 6 games total, right?
Oh yeah, there is 6 games. I forgot. Yeah,
it's 2. It's 2 on Saturday, so 4:30, which is always the AFC East, AFC South winner, right? Because they always put the worst game on first, so it's always the AFC South. So whoever wins that game, division always goes on first. So it'll be the Texans and whoever on Saturday at 4:30, and then you'll get like probably Justin Herbert playing somebody on Saturday night. That's what they did the last time he was in the playoffs. They played Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
and that was that Saturday night game.
It was yesterday. That game was
on Peacock or something like that.
So that'll probably be because again they're gonna center on the big time quarterbacks. So they're gonna try to put them on the biggest stages.
Playoff game on an app is crazy, yo. But the NFL is definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, without question.
They can put it on Twitch.
Hey, go ahead, man. So I was thinking that it's going to be either Saturday night, Sunday night. It won't be Monday night. I don't think we're playing Monday night because they got the Monday game too.
There is a Monday night playoff game.
So it's 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, 1 on Monday.
I have no desire in Monday.
Milking it. Yeah, they have milking it.
Desire for that Monday game.
I don't think it's going to be us. I think we're either Saturday night or Sunday night. And if it's the Bucks somehow, it'll be Sunday afternoon is my guess. They do it too where they want to give like certain teams an advantage. Like if you're the 2 seed, they're not going to put them on Monday because then they would be at a disadvantage the next week playing on a Saturday or Sunday, right? So they're gonna try and make, I think, like one of them 4 or 5 matchups. They're probably gonna put that on Monday night. So that's how they usually try to do that. But I thought about that too. Hard and long pause. I think it's gonna be Saturday night or Sunday night. If it's Rams, it's Saturday night. That's my guess.
So I'm looking at it last year. Saturday they did both AFC teams, and then Sunday they did 2 NFC teams. So if they keep up that format, then we would have to play on Sunday.
So was it 6 games or was it 5 games?
It was 6. So, they did a double header on Monday night,
a Monday night double header. So it was 2-2-2. Yeah, 2-2-2.
Oh, I didn't remember them doing a double header.
So extra. That's the NFL is
milking it.
Dramatic,
they already took over Christmas and everything too, man. They ain't tired.
Yeah. I said, hey, LeBron, shut up, bro. When he was like, I love the NFL, but this our day. I'm like, bro, don't make them press the button. Like they allowed you. They allowed you to play that last game without another game being on. If you piss them off enough, I'll put a triple header on your head now.
Triple header. They're gonna give you morning, they're gonna give you afternoon, they're gonna give you evening and night, bro.
Like I gave you a chance to get your little 7.7, mil rating off with the Warriors and the Lakers. Don't make me put another game on across from you, that nightcap game, and you won't see the light of day ratings wise.
Yep, right? they're gonna put Taylor Swift at halftime during Christmas next year.
Hey,
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, bro. I just said, hey, shut up. Right? Just take your win and be happy. that y'all had that stage to yourself at night because you piss them off and Roger get ignorant for no reason.
Oh yeah, Christmas on a Thursday next year, so
exactly. It's on a Thursday. He'll get ignorant. He put 3 on your ass. 1 at 1, 1 at 4:30, and 1 at 8:15. Then what? Then what you gonna do? So you gotta shut the hell up. Jorn, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jorn writes, from 4-13 to 11-5 in a clinch playoff berth in year 1.
Yeah.
Superstar rookie quarterback. Hey, look at us. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Hey,
Not me.
Not me.
Oh man, good times, man. Look at the difference a year makes, y'all.
Man.
Look at the difference, bro. We lost 8 in a row to close last year.
8 in a row.
Rivera kept saying it takes 4 to 5 years too, boy.
Did he miss another kick?
Yeah, it was a 58-yarder though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean we had an offensive coordinator.
Shanahan hate that dude, boy.
Right.
Shanahan hate Jake Moody, bro. Shanahan hate Jake Moody, bro. You should have seen him last week against the Dolphins when he missed. Shanahan, he slammed the tablet down. Like, yo, Shanahan hate Jake Moody, bro.
Shanahan just like me, bro. I hate kickers, bro.
Hey, bro. He's like, I can hear Shanahan. Jesus, we fucking drafted this dude in the 3rd round. He can't even make a fucking kick.
Drafted a kicker.
I can hear him snapping, bro. Hey, my guy C-Mac.
Yes,
Big C-Mac.
Hey, brother.
Coming through with the hundo piece. My guy, Christopher McLaughlin. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. And thank you for being my guy, our guy, my guy. Chris writes, hey, Lou, Rio, Rico, and Ed, happy New Year's to all of you. Likewise, man. Really appreciate you as always, bro. He says 4 questions. 1 and 2, except Lou, what do each of you see as pros and cons of playing the Eagles and Rams? Besides 3, besides Daniels, who objectively makes the Pro Bowl from our team? And then 4, what is your number 1 concern for the playoffs and why? So y'all knock out the pros and cons of playing the Eagles and the Rams.
We did already talk about it a little bit, but
yeah.
I feel like playing the Rams, the big advantage is that they don't really have a home crowd. Like none of those LA teams, the Chargers, the Rams, their stadiums usually empty or filled up with the other teams, fans and things like that. I feel like we would travel very well to that and almost make it feel like a home crowd environment, especially if we end up with any sort of lead at some point. I think we could turn that into an eventual home game. And Jayden Daniels will be at home. So like I know even just the lead up to the game, like they would probably do documentaries, like little, behind the scenes of going to his house and everything and showing where he grew up and showing his highlight tapes from high school and stuff like that. So I just feel like the whole LA thing will be like an entire movie for even the week leading up to the game, let alone the game itself.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like the advantage is just like what Rico said, neutral environment. They have a trash home base. Like, we're going to fill their stadium up with burgundy. Jayden's going back home to California. Every friend, family, associate, acquaintance, and person he went to school with is going to be at the game. The Rams, I feel like we're a lot closer roster-wise to them than a lot of the teams in the playoff. I like the matchup to it. Philly, we've seen them twice, so we know exactly who they are. I would rather not see one of those teams to the 2nd round. I would like us to go up to LA, point blank, period. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, basically, like you guys, the whole home field, they don't have a home field advantage, and we definitely could take over their stadium. It's inside, and they've been giving up points. I know they recently against the Jets, but just that Bills game, I know the Bills are a darn good offense, but I feel like you can move the ball. They're 24th in rush yards allowed, so I feel like Jayden could have a good game, and C-Rod can have a good game. B-Rob can have a bounce-back game. So you can run the ball on the Rams defense for sure, and the Eagles defense is better, even though Jayden threw 5 TDs against the Eagles. But, yeah, I think – and then as far as – I'd rather go up against Puka and Cooper than AJ and Devontae. And Kyron's a dog, Saquon's a dog, so it's still a tough matchup. But I just think, like you guys brought up, the whole taking over their stadium, the weather, the dome, that atmosphere, I think that's a good advantage for us as well. And their defense is a lesser defense than the Eagles' defense.
So he says, besides Daniels, who objectively makes the Pro Bowl from our team?
Louie and Terry, and maybe Biotish. That's it.
Yeah, even just from the voting, as of December 16th, Terry was 4th. Dante Fowler.
I'm about to say
5th,
Fowler got 10.5 now, so
yeah,
he might be in
he's
that
10th in the NFL in sacks right now.
That's our first sack guy since Kerrigan, right?
Nah, Duran had 20.
Oh yeah, Duran at 11. Duran at 11. You're right. Yeah, I forgot.
It's crazy he had more than Chase Young and Montez Sweat. That's
ever had. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dante Fowler was 5th in voting. Frankie Louie was 6th. Bobby Wagner's 4th. I mean, that's more so name. Now, Bobby Wagner's having a good season, but he was 4th in Pro Bowl votes at linebacker. Yeah, so that's more name than anything, but he has had a good season, so maybe he'll make it just off of that.
Yeah, I think y'all nailed it.
You got to put. I think All Pro Revo's had a good year, so he'll always make it. He's got the name thing too. And then Tress Way,
he's 6th.
Tress Way. I don't know if he punted enough. He didn't punt like Caleb Williams' punter did with Caleb Williams,
the rookie.
Right? But that's the only thing against Tress. But Tress always he usually gets a vote and gets in there just off his name and what he's done for the past couple of years. Y'all said Biotish, and I guess that's probably it for real.
And speaking of Jeremy Reeves and the Bears, I saw like a tweet somebody put out, of Jeremy Reeves, of course, proposing, and somebody said, "Imagine being a Bears player. You've been waiting to propose all year, waiting for a winning, and one never came again."
Go ahead. Hey, that's wild. They won since we beat them. That's crazy. Oh man. 4. He says, what is your number one concern for the playoffs and why?
Oh, for me, easily, we're in a situation where Jayden Daniels doesn't have the ball last our defense is. That's by far my biggest worry right now. I want to be in this. If we're in a situation, no matter who we're playing, Eagles, whoever, and Jayden Daniels has the ball last to win the game, I'm comfortable. Other way around, it doesn't matter who we're playing, I'm uncomfortable.
Not having Lattimore is my number one concern.
That's mine too.
Because I'm terrified at some of these receiving cores if he's not out there.
Yep, that's mine right there.
I'm gonna say the run game. Other than Lattimore is definitely up there for sure because Michael Davis may have to keep. If we don't have a choice, he's gonna have to play. Or whether you want to put Kayvon Seymour out there and elevate Bobby Price from the practice squad. But I said the run game, man. Like Saquon went crazy, but the first half run game, for whatever reason, the second half we done a great job in the second half slowing down the run game. But Kyron's a dog, Saquon's a dog, so they can't give up those big runs like they've given up the past couple of weeks. Really, the whole season for the most part.
Thanks again, Christopher McLaughlin, man. Really appreciate you. Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes? Who should sit out if Eck is back on the roster? Somebody's got to go, man, right? Somebody got to sit down. I would assume it would be Rodriguez. Is my guess.
I think it would be, even though he's running hard, it would probably definitely be Chris Rodriguez.
It would be Rodriguez, is my guess.
That's tough. That 3-4 broken tackles on that one run alone was insane.
Talking about the touchdown one.
Before it was like a couple of carries before the touchdown. It was going to be like a stop at the line of scrimmage. Then he broke like 3 tackles and got like 3, 4, 5 yards out of it. And then the broken tackle in the backfield to AJ Terrell for the touchdown was insane too.
Yeah, he played well. I mean, I think people fall in love with some because I think he had like 5 carries and 13 yards rushing. Like it wasn't like a great night. He just made a couple of really big plays. I just like his physicality. Like the thing that we've been getting from B-Rob, we're getting it from C-Rod now. Like that physicality, fall forward, the extra yard after initial contact, those things that we were getting from Brian Robinson early in the year, we're just not getting it from him, it feels like right now, or as much. And the other guys are just running a little bit harder and like almost like they want it more. You know what I mean? So,
and just to let you know, he's third, but you got to like go all the way down to out of all running backs with 35 attempts this season, he's third in yards after contact per attempt and second out of missed tackles forced per attempt out of all running backs in the NFL. So really efficient, but just extremely small sample size.
Right.
The Titans game definitely boosted him when he came in. He had 13 carries for 94 yards. The Giants game, he had a good game. So, yeah, no, it's tough, man. And I'm not going to say they played with him, but, you know, he went on the practice squad a lot. He got released. Like, he's been, you know, yanked around on the roster a bunch of times. So, it's a good problem to have, honestly. Like, when you have that many good players, you got to make a tough decision. So, Jeremy Ben-Nichols had a game. What, he had 2 touchdowns against the Cardinals. So, all of them have shown up in big spots this year. So, it's kind of like a situation where you can't go 100% wrong. But, no, I would love to see Rodriguez out there, honestly. And that hurdle, too. So, it's kind of tough, man. It's like you got to see who – I want to see how he does in that Dallas game, too. Like, but if Eckler comes back in the Dallas game, it's like you got to make the decision for the Dallas game too. So it's a tough one.
Kyle W. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes? This one is dedicated to Vegas and their little 6.5 games won prediction for us at the beginning of the year. If there were any smarter, they would work for NASA. Put some respect on it. I said before the season started that they were giving away money with that one, but I also said the same thing the year before, and obviously we won what 4 games.
4 games.
So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sit this one out. But I thought this was a 7-8 win team this year. So to get to 11 with a game to spare, it really exceeded any expectation I had. I can't speak for anybody else.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we have the biggest gap. I'm pretty sure Adam Rank is still finding a way to downplay what we're doing this year too.
He's still going to predict us to win 4 games next year.
Yeah, and he's going to say that Caleb is better than Jayden. That shit was hilarious.
Bears fans are still trying to do that.
That shit is hilarious, bro. Like it was crazy watching them cope after that game. And he was the biggest loser after that. Talking, well, you know, it was clear that Caleb was the better quarterback. And I'm like, what were you watching, bro?
Caleb did nothing for like 58 minutes. Like, what are we talking about?
I hate the whole narrative switch for them. The whole coping mechanism of we're about to draft our quarterback to the best receiver core in the NFL, and we have a good O-line. Suddenly,
and now they're telling us that Jayden has a stacked deck, and that's why.
What? That was the part that tripped me out when it started to go south for them. Listening to them try to rationalize his situation versus people were saying, does Caleb have the best situation ever for a rookie quarterback? Like that was the conversation that was being had. People forget about that. But J Mart, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. J Mart writes, "Sup, Kings? Sup, Jay?
What up, man?
Do y'all think Cliff leaves to be a head coach?"
Nope.
I think we talked about that last week.
I do not think so.
And the whole panel said no. I said I'm worried about Chicago. That was the only one.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about. And then the Jets may get desperate. I mean, they're putting Ron Rivera in interviews, so I mean,
you saw they picked up for Darian Mathis, and now they're bringing in Ron Rivera for an interview.
They think Jamin Davis too, though. That's the crazy thing.
That boy Ron Rivera already got the job. They just ain't announced it yet.
You better get Forbes up in there too. Watch.
Riverboat, go ahead and throw us Garrett Wilson when you get in the building, man.
Right. Hey, go ahead.
JP walk too.
That's wild.
I don't know if y'all saw too. Sauce Gardner. Who was that? Sauce Gardner was on Instagram letting somebody know, please don't come here or something like that. It's bad.
It was so. He was like. The dude was like, he said, hey, pay him his bag, about T. Higgins, because he was going off. He had 3 touchdown passes, catches.
They were like, tell him to come to New York.
Tell him to come to New York. He's like, nah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Not gonna do that.
He said, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh man,
he try to sell it like because tampering and stuff. But now we know exactly what that meant.
No,
nah, bro, I ain't doing that. Hey, T. Higgins, like
Rodgers made them hate New York, bro.
Bro.
Rodgers made them hate me. They was putting chains on him last year. Now there are stipulations that if he comes back, Garrett Wilson's asking out. Imagine that going out, getting put out to the public, and you still got to play another game with this guy.
That's a man. That is a total shit show. Now I'm realizing what we look like from afar.
And like, it's nasty.
It's when you in it, it's like you don't really fully grasp it. Now watching it from afar, I'm like, what was that? What we look like? Golly.
They picking Bama's over Madden ratings. They out here giving if Rodgers is back, I'm gone. Like what?
And then Rodgers makes it 10 times worse going on Pat McAfee because he just be saying whatever, bro. He say whatever the hell he feel like saying. So it's wild, man. I was like, yay, that's crazy. Red House, not Roadhouse. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes? Crazy thing is, we should realistically be 13-3. Should have beat Pittsburgh,
Dallas.
Yeah, and you should have beat Dallas, but again, they outplayed us in that game. But even with that said, we should have beat them. If that, I would have gone for 2, but. Even if you just make that extra point, we still might win the game.
I'm so confident that if Ertz doesn't take that knee, Jayden is doing the same thing he's doing every other time he gets a chance to walk off a team. I don't think we're going settling for 3. I think we're going right down there for 6 to close the game.
Oh, yeah, no, we were going to win that game.
34-28.
We're going to win that game for sure. So, yeah, I can see that. Red House, not Row House. I can see that. Red House, not Row House says, y'all see Kenny Pickett tumbling on that play? LOL. What the was that?
I saw somebody tweet the wide receiver needs to make a play there.
What was that?
Like, what is he doing? What is he doing?
That was unbelievable, bro. Like, I was like, is he trying to not throw it so badly that, like, he looked like the ball weighed 50 pounds. Like he tried to stop the ball from being thrown, and that jank was too heavy. He couldn't stop the ball from going. Like that looked like, oh wow.
Oh, that's ball game, yeah.
That one.
But no, they was talking about Kenny how like the weather was actually good in Philly because it was 60 degrees Orlando yesterday. He had the full like sleeves on, the gloves and everything. Like,
but he can't grip the ball though.
Like,
Kenny, got them. He got them baby hands.
Yep.
Pause. That was a wild play though. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Swaggy P, right? Commander Kanks, what's going on? Like I felt last week versus the Eagles when JD5 has the ball. I felt a calmness. It's like I saw the future and knew the game was over when we won the coin toss. When he's smiling, he's thriving. When we won the toss, first of all, when he said heads, I said, dummy, tails never fails.
Never fails.
You lose. I was like, we about to win this toss. And once we won the toss, I'm like, game over. Flip, 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 game over. It was over. I was like, you're not getting this ball back, bro. You're not getting this ball back. And he proceeded to get surgical on him.
Yep.
And like you said, there was a calmness.
No ball touching the ground, no hiccups to the drive, just business as usual. Time off the clock. Goodbye. Good night, Michael Penix. Thank you for coming.
And I feel like that's more impressive than if we just hit like a big deep shot and then he scored like 2 plays later. How surgical it was just made it look like he was a 6-time Pro Bowl veteran.
Or that's how Brady do it, bro.
Literally, yep.
Yo, that throw at the end, did y'all know it was a catch immediately?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's why
I looked at the Jumbotron at least 5 times because I always try to pause my height. I was hyped, but then I was like, let me make sure this is a catch because they be hoeing us, man.
Yeah, I did not move when he first. I was like, is that a catch? And Tarico's going crazy, and I'm just sitting there like. And then he says, hold on, they're gonna look at this. And I'm like, yep, I'm not, you're not gonna get me.
Ertz's body language told me that he caught it, but players be capping something.
Nah, but he didn't even get super amped though, right? Like he just got up like
it looked confident though.
Right.
Like
it looked confident. You're right, but it didn't. It like he didn't go nuts.
Yep.
And so I was like, uh-oh. And then Jayden, he wasn't amped, right? He just did the.
He's a killer, bro. He just gave a little pat on the head.
Yeah. So I'm still like, did they confirm it or what's going on here? And then
he didn't have no celebration in his. He was chilling.
I didn't even know they reviewed it because it was kind of similar to the Kyle Pitts one. So I was just like, yeah, he caught that joint.
Yeah, it was the fastest review. They confirmed that jank in like 0.6 seconds. I was like, I bet. I'd start celebrating after that. Yeah, there's a calmness, Swaggy P, that comes with this man having the ball late. Like Rico said, just if he got it late, I got the utmost confidence.
Yeah, so that California cool.
Raw Rebel, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Raw Rebel writes, y'all see Nick Wright saying JD isn't a superstar?
He's a dweeb.
I haven't watched Nick Wright in like 9 years.
Hairpiece. He got a hairpiece now. He rebranded. He has hair now.
Right. I don't. I mean, he's a clown though. He's always been a certified clown. So I don't really care what he has to say. He wouldn't know a superstar of it if one was sitting right next to him. Off to another world. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, is there a scenario where we can get to see a home field playoff game this season though?
Nope.
You got to win your division for that. And the only way we could play a home game is if we end up with the 6th seed and somehow we're playing the 7th seed in the NFC
Packers in the NFC Championship. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's the only way.
Could you imagine that shit? A Packers Commanders NFC Championship at Northwest?
Bro, but think about this though. Think about this. So we could, win in while let's say we the 3 seed or the 6 seed and we beat the Rams. and we beat the Rams, right?
We have to play Philly in the next round.
And then the Packers could beat the Eagles. Like that could really happen.
True. And that would mess everything up seeding wise.
So then at that point, we would, because the lowest seed always goes to the
so we're going to Minnesota or Detroit at that point, right?
So we would be this we would be going to whoever the next the 5 seed, right? Because or 4 seed or whoever wins that game from the 4 or 5, because the Lions or whoever the number 1 seed is always gets the lowest seed left in the playoffs. So if the Packers were to win, they would be the 7th seed. They would have to go to Detroit, and we would be playing the winner of 4 or 5, right? And if we won that game and the Packers beat the Lions, which they showed that they're capable of competing with them and they know them in the same division, that's how you would get to a scenario like that. But I mean, I just told you that a lot of shit would have to happen, right? That probably isn't going to happen. But yes, it's possible we could play a home playoff game if we are the 6th seed, but a lot would have to transpire for that to take place. A lot would have to transpire. Gearcell 1, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Gearcell 1 writes, HTTR to this awesome crew of gents. Saw Penix wearing sensual blue loafers with tiger stripe yoga pants with Thor on the crotch. Tragic.
Hey, bro, that's a lot of details, bro.
Yeah, very, very, very descriptive. Very descriptive.
Hey, bro, to be that descriptive, you might have to be paying attention a little bit, man.
You still didn't drop the location this time. You got to call him Obama too, man. You got to call him Obama and everything.
Hey, go ahead. Roscoe Starkey, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Roscoe writes, I was at the game as well last night. Once we went into overtime, everybody knew we were going to win the game. Just wanted to see how JD5 was going to win it. I think there was a belief that once that field goal was missed and we went to overtime, we were going to win, but we had to, like Ed said, and I think a lot of people overlooked that fact. We had to win the toss.
My nightmare was them going for 2 when they scored their touchdown.
I literally said to the mob once we, because I was pissed off because at first he gone. At first, when we used them 2 damn timeouts, I was like, I don't care about these timeouts as long as we score a touchdown. I'm good. But when we settled for the field goal, I was mad then because I'm like, now we only got 1 timeout left. And as soon as we kicked that field goal, I said, mob, y'all know what's about to happen, right? And they won't try to hear that shit. Like I had somebody cuss me out, right? So let me tell y'all, my wife was weak. So at halftime, right? We were down 17-7, and the mob was hot. And they showed the little Sam Darnold clip of him going in the locker room, them throwing water on him, picking him up, putting him on his shoulders, all that stuff. And I said, man, I'm happy for Sam, right? And the dude in the mob said, man, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Sam Darnold. We down 17-7.
That's real. That's real.
Yo, all I could do was laugh. I wasn't even mad at him. He was not happy with me, bro. But I told him, I said, yeah, I know what's finna happen now, right? I said, the question isn't, are they gonna score? Are they going for 2? And they won't trying to hear that. They was like, man, we finna get this stop. I said, okay.
My dumb ass was talking Madden tactics. Hey, let them score so we could just get the ball and go down and have it last.
You was tripping. You was tripping hard. You was tripping hard. You was tripping too hard.
Oh my goodness, man.
GST Wigs 432. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
God, appreciate you.
Says, yeah, what's goody, Kings? It's good with you, bro. He says, Rico, how we feeling? Listen, Rio and Ed, I was out there last night. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet y'all, but what an electric atmosphere, huh? Proud of y'all and proud of you guys, man. HTTR. That was pretty dope.
Appreciate that.
A lot of y'all ran, saw Rio and Ed, and said what's up to him, man. It's all love, man. We really appreciate that. Big time.
It's good, GST.
It's pretty dope too, because
go ahead.
Because I was saying, me and Ed both, like, when we be up there, we pretty much be dolo, and we just meet with people and see people and just start chopping it up that joint. Like, it's always just me up there.
For sure, man. I had a good time. The dude came up to us with me and Rio. Was like, yeah, we watch the show all the time, the Kings. So like, it was good vibes. But
it was love.
Yeah, GST training camp is gonna be crazy. I'm definitely going to that. The draft party, wherever they have it, I'm gonna try my best to get there. So if y'all going, let me know for sure. Definitely link up there, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Duncan Wright. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you.
What up, Duncan?
Duncan. Let's make sure. Okay, it looks like it's a legible comment, so maybe it's not drunken right tonight. It says, I need to address the elephant in the room. What exactly makes you the Kings? Because we said so. Is that an acceptable answer?
Did you get anointed by God? Did you pull a magic sword from a stone? Did you defeat an army of monsters? Asking for a friend.
Game of Thrones. Medieval times.
You pronounced the mess out that W, boy.
He said, did you get anointed by God?
Duncan, hilarious.
He said, I'm asking for a prayer. Hey, that's why we love you, Duncan, man. That's why we love you, man. That's why we love you, dog. Captain Obvious. Captain Obvious. Duncan's too bad. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, shout out to @Thomas Powers, who said Ron Rivera was right. It took 5 years.
Clearly. Clearly.
What he didn't tell us was that he wasn't going to be a part of the 5th year.
He was spot on.
He walked so we could run.
He was spot on with that one, boy. Shouts out to Rivera, man.
Captain.
He just
Obvious.
had to make it interesting.
Captain Obvious never changed, bro. Never changed.
Shit.
Salsa Blanco. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Chargers fan in DC might go beat up on Baltimore. Y'all think the Chargers have a shot this year? No.
Yeah, no.
Now,
no, I like who they hired, and I like what they're doing over there, and not making Justin Herbert a superhero every week.
And good job getting rid of Michael Davis, because we know
they tried to warn me, man. They did. They told me up front, bro, this ain't what you want. I said, man, I think he's gonna revert back to the 2022 version.
2022
like, this ain't what you want. I said, well, we're gonna find out, man. And they were right. I was just watching the playoff picture on the TV, man. That shit almost brought a tear to my eye. We had a whole X by our name, man, and our logo.
Beautiful.
That shit means something to me. Man.
That shit means something to me.
Make sure when you say my name, you say playoffs next to it.
Hey, that shit means something to me.
Hey, that's one of the most relatable memes of all time, bro.
Hey, go ahead, man.
London Fletcher looking ass dude. That shit
means something to me. Oh, man. Diecast Dynasty Garage. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Right. JD5 is playing like he's been in the NFL before.
For real.
He's playing like a vet, bro. He just carries himself, his demeanor, all of that. So it's fun to watch. It really is. It's a lot of fun to watch. Duncan Wright. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes, I want you guys to lose Sunday.
I bet you do.
Lose that bitter taste in my mouth. What? I really would love you guys to see. Oh, you want to see us in the first round.
Oh, that loss. That loss.
Yeah,
bitter taste.
That loss put a bitter taste in my mouth. I would really like to see you guys in the first round. You know, I fully expect us to win a playoff game. So you probably will get your wish.
We'll see you divisional round.
It could happen. But again, the only way that it would happen if we are the 6th seed is if the only way we could not play Detroit or the 1 seed, whoever the 1 seed is if the 7th seed.
I think the Vikings hold on to that 1 seed.
You think they're gonna beat the Lions?
Yeah, I think they're gonna hold on to it. Man, I think they're about to go 15-2. Yo, but also as good as they are, this may sound crazy. Give me a puncher's chance with Jayden Daniels versus Sam Darnold, and I know how good he's playing this year. I know how stacked they are, bro. I'm not afraid of Sam Darnold, bro. Maybe I need to be more objective, but bro, it's Sam Darnold, bro.
You know,
no, don't say it like that anymore.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you want no parts of Justin Jefferson or
yeah. Y'all right.
You want no parts of that shit.
Y'all right, but at some point, we gotta see these Bamas, man. We gotta see the Lions got like 3 number 1 receivers, and we gotta see what we look like versus these teams. That's another reason why I don't want to play Eagles, because I've seen us versus them twice. I want to know what we look like versus one of those NFC North teams.
Like I said, as long as you got 5, you got a shot.
They got to stop us too.
That's right.
Yep.
Dino B. The Witness. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, all superstitions should be done after last night. Like, I said, this is how I know this shit is different. Like, because I've been saying
Burgundy curse.
That's right. That was it. I saw them pregame warming up, and I was like, hey, where the gold at, man? I saw burgundy socks. I saw burgundy like pants. I'm like, wait.
Oh, top to bottom burgundy.
I was like, wait. And I asked the mob. I said, hey, they wearing Berg on Berg tonight? And they was like, yeah. They released the combination a couple days. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Berg on
Sunday
Berg.
Night
That joint
Football.
look good too.
Man, it's clean. I just hate the results. But
we got to get out of that mindset though.
No, it's over. I said Jayden ends all superstition, bro. I don't even Like I don't even trip about stuff that I used to no more. Like he changed everything.
The black jersey curse too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
He
changed
I think.
games. Yeah, primetime games.
We rebranded the black jerseys, bro. Let's go.
Yep. I just can't wear mine during the game, but yeah, they can.
And they clean too, man. Hey, them joints clean. Grande Groove, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Grande Groove writes, "Hail Kings." What's going on, Grande? Says, not for nothing, but after every loss, we go on a 3-4 game win streak. If we lose in Dallas, Super Bowl bound, I'm just saying.
I don't want that loss, bro.
Yeah, that sweep. Oh man, Cowboys fans would be insufferable for the next. Like you can't say nothing to them.
Even when you're good, we still sweep you. Like, I don't want that. Yeah. I'm cool.
You already know what's coming. They just knocked Brock Purdy out the game, bro.
That's crazy.
Damn. What a season for the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, if they said a trade-off was to lose to the Cowboys twice, you win the Super Bowl. I mean, you got to think.
I'll take it. I'll definitely take it.
You would take that without question, without hesitation.
I would need certainty.
You're not guaranteed that.
Yeah,
you know.
But shout out Grande. There was the time where we did lose and we went on a little streak. So it's not always true because we lost to Pittsburgh, Philly, and Dallas. But no, I get what you're saying for sure. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, them streaks of the past were fugazi, though. You know, we here now.
But we got to be Dallas. We got to be Dallas.
Captain Obvious, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, hopefully the Rams start Forbes at cornerback. Yeah, right. That's crazy. Salsa Blanco, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. T. Higgins or DK Metcalf would be a problem at the Chargers. So let me say this. You had asked earlier, did the Chargers have a shot? I don't think so. I think if you match up with a team like, say, the Texans in the first round, if you can somehow get to the 5th seed, I think you have a shot to beat them. Everybody's fighting for that 5th seed in the AFC because the Texans look like food right now. So I think you'd have a shot there, but against Buffalo and Baltimore, I don't think I'd take you in those matchups. Yeah, I just don't have enough talent right now around Justin Herbert. But much like our program, you got one of them ones at quarterback, and once you get more talent around Herbert, it's going to be problematic. So I think there could be something there, but I wonder if the Chargers are in play for a guy like T. Higgins. I don't know what y'all financial situation is.
I think they need to be trying to, though, because he definitely needs somebody. He needs some horses at receiver.
Yeah, for sure.
Quentin Johnston is so unreliable.
Yeah, without question.
TCU receivers, don't draft them in the first round ever.
Ever.
Awesome.
All caps.
Door Gunner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Door Gunner writes, play the Rams and get to cook Forbes. They ain't putting that man on the field at all.
And somebody asked, what you think Forbes is gonna give them our trade secret? I said, man, Forbes didn't even know our defense. He didn't play.
What you gonna get out of him?
He gonna give you the cheat codes to the practice squad.
Kenny Butts, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Kenny writes, why isn't he in the MVP conversations?
Because he's a rookie and the league does not allow it.
He literally was in there early in the season. Like, but I think the 3-game losing streak is what got him.
Yep.
Had we kept winning, he would have been right in that conversation.
To me, he is in the conversation. He's not going to win it, but I think he's in the conversation.
He should be, but I don't think you're going to. I mean, again, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen have enough juice, especially if somehow the Bengals get in the playoffs. But I agree. He should be at least mentioned, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen, but he's definitely in the conversation. I mean, you look at the supporting cast and the team from last year to this year. He I was on it earlier in the year, but like I said, when Lamar, the 31-2 when they just had, then I feel like Lamar got it, in my opinion.
Juan Gotti talking sports. What up, Juan?
Hey, Juan Gotti.
I was at the game last night too. I didn't get to see him.
Yes, sir.
I didn't see him, but he was definitely up there.
Juan says, Sup, fellas? What up, Juan? What up, Doe? He says, on that Quan Martin pick, that's the loudest I've ever heard Northwest. He said, we can take over SoFi if we lock up the 6th seed and make that an away game for the Rams. One of y'all said that was the loudest you ever heard it on the Quan Martin pick.
That was me, yeah. That was okay, the loudest, honestly. Yeah. Like, it was because everybody was ready for a blowout. Like, everybody was ready for it.
Everyone's at their seats. Game just started. 3rd down interception, man. They went crazy, man.
Yeah, that was wild. That pick, I was like, we never do stuff like that. We never get a first drive pick and, get the game started like that. It felt like, yo, we really finna blow these clowns out. Like, really? That's because every game like that day had been blowouts. You sat down, you were looking for a good game, and they all ended up being blowouts. And of course, ours couldn't be. We had to make it interesting. But
got to be cardiac arrest. It's the only way we know it.
Juan Gotti talking sports. My guy Juan. Double up. Thank you for doubling it up. Says 5 was at the Wiz game. Protect him from trash, Ed.
Congrats on 8K too, Juan Gotti. Congrats on hitting 8K.
Hey, big milestone, man. Keep grinding, man. That's how you get it. That's how you get it, bro.
No, what Jayden is doing, he's rubbing it off on the Wizards because the Wizards are about to get a top 2 pick. So he's handing the torch over so we can get our generational talent. So that's all he's doing.
Yep. Yes, sir. It's the other way around. They're not breaking him. He's about to help them.
Yes, sir.
Bro, did Jake Moody just miss the extra point? I told you Kyle Shanahan hates this man. He just missed the extra point. He done missed 2 field goals and an extra point. And they losing by 6, bro. And he missed 2 field goals and an extra point.
Josh Dobbs, he messed up Josh Dobbs' legacy drive there.
This has to be the worst season for kickers in a minute.
Yo, kickers been tripping this year for
sure.
It's
been musical chairs. It's been missed game-winning field goals. It's been everything for these boys.
Shout out Riley Patterson.
Yeah, Riley Patterson.
Yes, sir.
Legend.
Yeah,
Jamal Hamlin.
Young Ho Kudo, because I didn't even bring that up in my preview video, but I didn't see Young Ho Ko or Young Ho Ku was out until like Friday. And I was like, what if that really factors the game? And it did.
Yeah, he been struggling this year, but the thing about Young was he been crushing them 56 and 50. He would have made that kick from 56.
Yeah.
He would have beat us. He would have beat us. So yeah. Jamal Hamlin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jamal writes, Hail Kings. Season been epic. The Hail Mary with Rio and his son. I told you that, but Lou, I was going around yesterday singing in my Biggie voice. Damn, it feels good to see people up on it. And flip 2 wins in 2 weeks, and 5 was on it. Man, it's been a hell of a ride, man. I told y'all were going to have more fun this year because I've said this to people, having gone through this so many times, Jamal, that it's never as fun as the first year because there were no expectations this year, right? And so next year, we won't be satisfied unless we win the division and we, win playoff games and we're a legitimate Super Bowl contender. We won't be satisfied.
Nope.
It won't ever feel like this again where you're just like, I found money. I just walked out of my house and damn, there's a $50 bill on the ground. Right? That's what this season felt like. Next year there are real expectations attached. And so you really are going to be upset if we don't win the division, if we don't have the 2 seed or the 1 seed, like you really going to be looking for that next year. So
sure are.
This is why you have to enjoy it now because it's fresh, it's new, and it'll never have this same new car smell ever again. Yeah, now expectations really set in, So yeah, I'm having fun.
Even just like the off season, like we're gonna have fun in free agency. I think we're gonna kill it in the draft and everything. But I mean, we shouldn't be looking forward to getting a new general manager, new owner, new head coach. Like that was all part of this offseason as well. That was like another reason we had like a super high on the season. And, I mean, if things are going well, we shouldn't have to deal with that again. But that's what made this offseason so fun as well.
Yep.
Oh, one more thing. So it's about the Wizards game. So Josh Hart for the Knicks, they interviewed him after the game. He's a huge Commanders fan. He's from DC.
I love Josh Hart now.
Yeah. So he just said, my quarterback, my savior, my idol, the Messiah. So
did he take a picture with him?
He probably did. I knew he was going to glaze Jayden because he's been going crazy on Twitter. So I knew
he told Brunson, because them Eagles dudes, Brunson and Mikal Bridges. He said, pick up the phone. Like they wasn't picking up the phone after we pick up the phone. They wouldn't pick up the phone. I love it, man. They was talking so much trash. I know they were. After they got us the first time, so that was really cool, man. I'm a Josh Hart fan now. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. My guy Swaggy. Right. I also went to Wawa last night, Rio, but my hotel was in Fairfax. That buffalo chicken quesadilla. Come on, man. Talk about it.
Yeah. I got one of those last night too.
Before I was a vegan, bruh, that buffalo chicken quesadilla used to smack, bruh.
That joint went crazy.
Hey, he said the mac and cheese was hitting even more after a win.
Boy, the mac and cheese bowls from Wawa, bruh, them joints slap, bruh.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Wawa is way better than Royal Farms. I don't know who said that earlier. I gotta disagree.
It's just chicken. It's just chicken from Royal Farms. It's the chicken. That's it.
I gotta disagree with that. Ted Lucas, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Ted writes, how do you guys feel about the running back situation? I feel like B-Rob has been trending down.
Yeah, I mean he has. I think he's had a lot of wear and tear. He's missed 4 or 5 games. He's had a couple game time decisions. So he's just not playing with the explosiveness and the pop. I mean, the Titans game, he had a really good game, but the hole that was huge. Yeah, like pause, whatever. But it was like a 70-yard run, which was wide open, and Jayden's had to carry us the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I think all the critiques on B-Rob are fair, but I still think he's a good back that we certainly need for this playoff push. But all the critiques that he's getting right now, and then the 2 fumbles that I brought up earlier, like is unacceptable, inexcusable. He's doing some inexcusable thing, and the pass protection. So he's putting stuff out there for y'all to get mad at for sure, that are glaring things that we see right now. So, and he wasn't able to punch it in on the goal line. C-Rod was. So I get everybody's gripe with B-Rob at this point. He just did a Bowley's pizza commercial too, but I see everybody's gripe with B-Rob. I think everybody has validity in their concern right now.
We love B-Rob. We're not giving up or turning on him, because some people, oh my God, you guys are turning on the players every time you have objective critique about the guy. I just think currently we don't have a head dog. We don't have a clear bona fide RB1 here in town, and that's okay. Adam Peters just got here. We'll figure that out real soon.
I say that draft has a couple of them too. It's not even just Aston Genty.
It's one of the deepest running back classes like ever. Like it's
Rico Garcia. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, how do you feel about them bringing back the old logo?
Y'all got it.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't even concern myself with that too much anymore. What I really want them to do is, if they're gonna bring it back, because they just do it with a throwback. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow us to wear the helmets with our old uniforms, and give us everybody else has throwback uniforms. Let us have a throwback uniform. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I feel about that. But
have a throwback uniform, but they're not reviving the old name or the old logo. And the sooner people accept that, the sooner they'll be able to move on.
Right. That's why I don't really engage in that conversation for real.
You know what felt so good about last night hitting that 11 wins is that there was no talk of a damn name. Like it was all about the Commanders winning 11 for the first time in 33 years. Not once did I think or anyone in my section have anything, man, this would hit so different if we was called the Redskins. Man.
Yeah. I thought that's what you used to get all the time.
Right. The one time there was a Redskins chant, it made a false start, but they're about to so they're gonna do so they're gonna release shirts like the legend shirts for sale. That's what AJ Perez said, who's like been really like breaking the story news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're gonna release merch with the logo on it, and like I guess the best part is that NFL Network, they're not gonna try to blur out the logo when they show Darryl Green and all the Super Bowl teams and stuff like that. So like some of the old merch, like selling a Sean Taylor jersey without the logo on there, stuff like that, they won't really worry about it. That's like the only thing that may be better or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if they want to bring back the throwback, the 2002 one with the arrow, the Darryl Green 2002 75th anniversary season, like put Jade in that, or the 2012 Thanksgiving colorway jerseys when we beat Dallas like 35-28, RG3's crazy game, like stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, so they're gonna bring back the logo, so we'll see what happens.
J Mark, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? JD5 is OOTO's, a.k.a. triple C, cool, calm, and collected. Lou had me rolling last night with that reaction to dropping the cup was priceless. Bro, I literally dropped that cup. It was crazy. I was so lit. I was so mad. I spilled that drink. I spilled it all over, like everything, the computer, everything, bro. It was dumb.
I knocked a drink out a girl's hand on accident at the game yesterday. I turned around abrupt as shit while someone was like speed walking with a beer in their hand and knocked the whole drink out of her hand. I was like, let me buy you another drink. No, it's okay. Now, please let me buy you another drink.
That's wild.
So sorry. Like, whatever. It was probably a sign. I was like, can you please let me go buy you another drink? I was like, I insist on buying you another drink, man.
How do the lines be in the concession and stuff?
Wicked, too much. Like unless you even the gold lines, because I don't know how I didn't wait in line for anything. I got everything I needed in the tailgate, but even people used to hop the gold ticket line, like the season ticket member line. So I don't know how it is now though, because it's my first game of the season. So
I wondered if it was going to be any different.
Last year when I went to the games, the lines weren't that bad, but last night it was bad. I didn't even I had to go to the bathroom a little bit, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna go because it's gonna take 10 minutes to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna miss part of the game, so I was like, I'm good.
How was the introduction when they turned out the lights and all that stuff?
Oh, that was cool, man. That was cool. They put the hype video on. You know what else was cool? Like it kind of got dim, and they put on the Sunday night music, the Sunday night football music. They ran the whole song and had the song on the jumbotron. That was cool, man. That got me goosebumps because it was like it set the scene for Sunday night football. That was dope.
Frankie started off. They had Frankie started off too. You know, Frankie's always lit.
Yeah.
I told the mob, I was like, it had a big game feel to it. Did y'all kind of sense that?
Hell yeah. It felt like a playoff game.
Yeah, it gave me like a playoff game vibe because it essentially was like a playoff game with a lot of things were at stake in that game. It felt big, you know. And again, we're not used to being in those spots. You know what I'm saying? It felt big watching it at home. So I wondered if y'all felt the same thing at the stadium.
Hell yeah.
110%. Energy unmatched.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
RJ the Villain. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Big shout out to RJ the Villain.
Hey, RJ.
DJ Walker. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. DJ. Right.
Hey, go ahead.
you acknowledge. Wait.
I'll put it down. I'll put it on for you, man.
Yeah, they said my man Ed had one dad hat the whole season.
Hey, yeah, you can't go on my commander's swag, man. You can't go on my commander's swag, man. And I got this from the game.
Add a new layer after every win.
My gear game has gone up a little bit, but I've always had good gear. I've always had good gear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you can never question my gear game. I can go band for band on gear with anybody.
You know, ain't a believer because every week he got more and more Commanders merch. Bro had the one dad cap.
I had a good Christmas.
He said, bro had the one dad cap all last season. Now he got every piece.
not Ed coming with receipts.
Ed said, nah, don't try to do me. And when he got every piece of merch he got now, like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna try to come for my life.
About to throw the man cave at him.
So that boy Ed about to be heavy, boy.
Right. This is the
That boy Ed about to be double his weight.
Hey, go ahead. Jamal Hamlin, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Jamal writes, Lou, heard LB was recreating that scene in Belly, was seen eating a banana outside our stadium saying, I don't like that shit. Got to drop a dime on it. Hey, that's crazy. But I'm telling you, I've never seen a fan base more concerned with another fan base.
They're so insecure.
It's ridiculous. You would think that they were us, right? Like we trying to get our shit together. We trying to level up and get to where they are, and they are obsessed with us because they know we coming.
They do. They are.
Yep.
They know. That's how you can tell that they are worried about us because they're concerned so much that now it is becoming obsession with what we got going on. You know, I'm like, yo, y'all play a whole division team and you worried about us playing the Falcons. Like you played Dallas this week.
They were still like LB and them were still talking about us. I was like, so we play the Falcons tonight. We don't care about y'all. Like we already handled that.
Right.
We don't care anymore.
Exactly. Like we're past y'all now. Like you talk to me, I'm like, we beat y'all. Why are you talking to me?
You guys see us today versus the Cowboys? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hit him with the voice, Reed. Hit him with the voice.
You see what we did today? Yeah, but last week it was but Jayden didn't hurt, you know? Like, yeah, we played the Falcons and we took care of business versus the Falcons. Why are y'all talking to us? Like, why are y'all here?
Yeah, it's wild, bro. I've never seen anything like it. I love it, though. I love it. GT7. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. GT7 writes, Kings. What's up, GT? Yeah. Says we playoff bound. We go into the offs. We go into the offs.
Hey.
We go into the offs. He says, enjoy the journey, fellas. That's what we're doing right now. When was the last time we went undefeated in December?
We don't be winning in December.
Man, you gotta probably go back to Gibbs 2.0.
I've been seeing some winless. We've seen some winless Decembers over here. Man.
You know what? It had to be 2012, right? It had to be. It had to be 2012. Yeah.
Well, it might have been the Kirk year.
No, because we lost. We lost to the
Dallas.
Cowboys. We lost
Monday Night Football with Deshaun Jackson on the punt return.
Punt return. Yep. So it wasn't that year.
Yep.
So it had to be 2012.
It had to be 2012. Yep. That's wicked. That's wicked. Wicked. J Mark. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, has Northwest removed the Snyder stench? Home field advantage is back. Just changing the sign was big.
I know when I seen that, when I got there yesterday and seen it for the first time, like, damn, that stupid tacky ass FedEx sign ain't up there no more. Wow.
Yes, it's a new vibe. I mean, it's the same stadium, but it just got a whole different aura about it now, man. Like you see, like it's crazy because you hear about all the renovations being done and all the money that's being poured into it, but seeing that light show is a prime example of they actually doing things to spruce up the stadium. You know what I mean? So
look at the playing surface. When our field ever looked this good in December? Ever?
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
It looks pristine now.
Never.
We look like we belong on prime time now.
That shit used to be brown this time of the year.
It would look all grainy and like it used to look like Kevin Durant's like hair. Like that's what our stadium used to look like.
Like Forrest Whitaker.
Patchy as hell, bunch of dirt painted green.
Yo, it was terrible, bro. And it just goes to show us, like, now, again, removing ourselves from the situation and looking back, he really didn't spend any money.
None.
On the franchise at all. Like, he literally extracted all the money he could from the franchise, from the fans, and he never put any of the money back into the that practice field stuff.
Yeah. That practice field. They had to walk. They have to walk through the practice field to get to the ones they actually practiced on. That's crazy.
It was wild, man. Like, just seeing all of the changes, you just go, man, what it feels like to have real ownership. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Captain Obvious, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Captain Obvious writes, we still need revenge for Cowboys eating turkey legs during our Thanksgiving game last year. We still ain't get that shit, man. Like, we still ain't get our lick back. Look, I just watching the Eagles do what they did to him. I'm like, man, I want some of that action. Like, I need to get them one time for this. You know, they down bad. And I don't want to hear Cooper Rush undefeated against y'all no more. I'm like, it's just a lot of shit that I just need to be put to rest.
Yep.
So,
did you hear Michael Parsons after the loss? He said if you take the scoreboard away, it was a close game.
That's such a stupid thing to say.
Wait, what did he say? I know. That don't even heard that.
Sense.
What?
That don't even make sense.
Yeah. You're going to say on the podcast.
If you take
the scoreboard, it was a close game. He tried to say, like, what was one of our old defensive coordinators that we had used to always say, if one or two plays didn't happen.
Yeah, Greg Minuski.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
So that's that's essentially what he was trying to say. But I'm about to send this y'all in the group chat right now.
That's wild, bro. That he would say something so stupid like that. Like, if you take the scoreboard away, hey, it didn't look. If you remove the scoreboard, it don't look like we lost by 34 points. What? Wait, what?
If you watch the game with one eye upside down
and throw 4 passes, complete 3 of them, and 2 of them was touchdowns, bro. What are you talking about?
The scoreboard.
What do you mean?
Scoreboard.
What do you mean? Bryce Flanders, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Bryce writes, first round, the draft projects this year. Burden Tough.
Oh, he likes Luther Burden.
Okay.
First round prospects. Yeah, first round prospects.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem. When we good, I can't tell you a damn thing about no damn college football.
And the thing is, even if I have guys I'm looking at, like I don't want to talk about it yet because it doesn't feel right, because we don't have to conduct ourselves like the peasants of the world that are doing mock drafts in December. We're not living that life anymore. We have graduated from such poverty. We don't have to come slum it with you guys right now.
Yeah, no. So, I see mock drafts and I just look. And I just
ask us in January.
Bless their heart.
Ask us in
Bless their heart.
Like, man, I remember those days.
I'm right with Rio, where I know a lot, but it's just it hasn't felt like it doesn't feel good to talk about it yet. I haven't done one mock draft yet. Y'all know I've been itching, but
I haven't had the urge.
Right. Rico would have been on 15.0 mock draft.
Yeah,
right now. If we was trash, he would have been on like
spanking them with 15. The mocks.
Hey, bro, the fact that he hasn't done one yet tells you that this has been a captain.
And I haven't even really had the feeling. Like, I love my college prospects. I'm excited, but it just hasn't felt right. There's so much to talk about every day about what we're doing right now. It's no dead period to where I even feel like there's a good time to even want to do it. I haven't even done one myself outside of YouTube. Like, I haven't touched it.
It's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. GT7, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. My God, GT7, right? Falcons tried to sweep the NFC East. No, Mutombo finger in the face.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it was crazy. Tampa Bay was about to sweep the division, and then Dallas beat them. And then Atlanta was trying to sweep the division, and then we beat them. So,
times.
it was awesome when my wife, she was the one that brought it to my attention. I didn't even realize that the Falcons had beat everybody in the division except us. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool.
Look at us.
Rocky D, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Rocky D writes, pray for my man's Revo. He need his mind cleared.
Hey man, I'm gonna call Cap. I'm gonna call Cap on them allegations on those internets today, man. You good over there, Revo? You all good in my book, Revo. These girls just want attention, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be optimistic.
That's not true. He didn't.
First of all, black men don't cheat. So like,
Carlos Miller. Carlos Miller.
You stupid, man. Y'all dumb. All right, before we get out of here, predictions for how Sunday's contest against the Dallas Cowboys will go. Rico, what you think will happen in the game?
I think we're gonna beat them by 2 touchdowns or more. I think we'll finally just go. I think they're deflated. I mean, because I think it's worse when you get beat bad, but I think it's even worse like when you were deflated, you gained some hope, and then you got deflated again. I think that they're just like, yeah, this is over with. Like that extra push-up they would normally do. That extra mile you would normally run when you still have hope for the season or any type of hope of winning games. I think they're already mentally in the off season. I think we could definitely take advantage of that and whoop up on them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think when CD Lamb was done for the season, I said that's it for them. That's it for them. So what you think?
Offense. They were giving him the ball out of the backfield against us last time.
Yeah, they were doing some of everything.
I think we're going to see a half of Marcus Mariota, and we're going to win by 2 possessions.
Okay.
I think we're going to get Terry to record in the first quarter, and guys are going to come out the tunnel at halftime in street clothes.
Yep.
Yeah,
give them a standing ovation and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect case scenario for sure. I say 28-13, we get the dub. I do want to see a little bit of Trey Lance in there just to get a good laugh, get Mariota in there, get some rest before the game against the Rams, most likely. So I say 28-13.
I won 30 on them.
I did too.
So I'm gonna go 30-17.
Oh, you keeping them boys in the game. You keeping them boys in the game, man.
I think it's gonna be 30-10. They get a late garbage time touchdown. But
I can see that.
I think it's not close. But I don't, man. It's just something about playing Dallas, man. I don't know why we can't just destroy these clowns like everybody else is doing. But I think we finally get them. I agree with Rico. I feel like they already in Cancun mentally. And
we talking about 12 wins.
Yeah,
12 wins in year one.
Yeah,
of a rebuild.
Yeah,
with money to spend in the off season. Who do that? Where they do that?
We got a lot of money. We got a lot of money.
Where do they do that at?
That's wild, man. This is. We've only just begun.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy, bro. All right, so
here you go. We'll get to him in a second, though.
All right, so we got some more supers that came in. All right, so Jamal Hamlin says, "Thank you for the super chat. First of all, greatly appreciate you." Writes, "Hey Ed, Ertz was giving you a shout out. No yak who?"
Zach. He woke up, man. That's why I'm gonna call him a little bit of yak Zach now. But no, he turned up.
It was beautiful. It was definitely beautiful to see.
He wanted to get the bonus. That's why when he knew about the bonus. He heard about the $750K, and that's what he wanted to do.
He had an incentive. Yeah,
and he went and got it.
Yak is so petty.
That's a backhanded compliment, like we was talking about earlier.
little yak Zach. That's what I'm saying.
Rocky D, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, "Where's A-Rab money? He was making it rain last stream."
He's coming. You called. You summoned him.
Yeah, you summoned him up. You ain't lying. J Mart, Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. J Mart writes, LT, the wife says hello. Katie's hair is unreal. Your wife said, what up? What up, though?
PB ass hair.
Yo, Rio was wrong. Hey, I love Katie, but remember when his ankles was ashy as hell, and he got mad because people was talking about his ankles. Oh shit, was ashy as a bitch.
The only reason
I can relate though, because I my ankles I had on. I did a promo for one of these companies, and they had sent me some beach gear and like and it was dope. It was matter of fact, I think it's George Kittle's group. I think it's Chubby's, right? Mm-hmm. And I had taken some pictures. I was at the beach, and I don't put lotion on. I'm not a lotion guy, right? So and so yeah, because you think you can get away with it when you light skin. You think you can get away with shit, right?
Yep.
So I took a couple pictures for the.
Was looking great.
They fried my ass. It killed me.
It looked like he lost battery.
Oh man.
Yo, they joke blood from me, bro, in the comment section. They killed me. So, hey, KD, hey, I can relate, man. I can relate. But the hair is wild. That's crazy. Like it be sometimes where I'll be like, man, you fight the good fight, but sometimes you just gotta know when to say when, you know.
Yeah. Boy, KD wake up and just keep it pushing.
Just like, he just be like,
wherever the wind blows.
He wake up, ball. That's it. Wake up, ball.
Bro was in the middle of the club doing jump shot motions. In the middle of the club,
that was crazy.
Big jumpers.
That was wicked.
Yo, that's
he was out
crazy,
of pocket for that.
I can't with y'all.
I appreciate that type of dedication. Ball really is life, you know. Some guys will pick ball over their family, bro. That joint is real, bro.
Yeah.
That ball will do it to you, man.
Hey, Abdullah, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Abdullah. What's up, guys? What's up, Abdullah? Says how you guys feel about white helmets for the whiteout jerseys, kind of like the Vikings are doing?
I'm down with it. I think if they make another uniform, the priority would be a throwback that ties it to the past, so people can shut the hell up and you know.
Yeah.
But I would love to have us with a white helmet because them whiteout uniforms are crazy. I love them, Jones.
Clean.
Mm-hmm.
Real clean. Especially when you in the game and it's still all white.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, that would go hard. All white joint. Would y'all rather do just with the Commander logo, or would you want to do like with the number on the side?
Logo.
The logo. You want to do the number?
I like the logo.
But that's probably because of college football. I think I'll feel the number.
I like the logo, man. You really want to get freaky with it? Throw a feather on the W just for some people, man. Someone's gonna sleep better.
Now that's hard.
Someone's gonna sleep better at night. Just throw the feather on the W, man.
Yeah, see that the only problem with that is you give them an inch, they want a mile at that point. They're gonna want the whole joint.
I take the feather, throw the feather away. We taking it back. We taking it back. I lied.
Hey, Scotty. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Happy New Year, bro.
That's really crazy. It's about to be New Year's Eve tomorrow. That's wild.
Wild stuff.
Time flies when you're having fun, man. When it do it to you.
When you get old.
GT7, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you, Rights. Louie had ashy ankles, fake surfing in the promo. Yeah, bro, it was they baked the shit out of my ass in the comments.
I know you wasn't fake surfing out here.
I changed the background and everything, bro. It was crazy.
They be getting on me when I'm in different locations and my background be like different brick walls and stuff. Yeah. Boy, they be on me, man. Bro, I feel you.
They was killing me in the comment section, bro.
Rico I couldn't even looking like he in a dungeon sometimes.
I was feeling the brick background the last time when you was.
Oh yeah, that joke was dope.
That was dope,
nice little destination background. That was
dope. That was dope. I ain't even gonna hold you. Let's see.
Appreciate that.
Abdallah, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Who writes, bro, I hate them Eagles. I was only mad I didn't see 2 bands. I don't hate Falcons 1 though. Sorry, Rico. It's all good. We
I don't
just wanted
expect
to
anybody else to hate him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just a me thing. I had to grow up here, deal with them all the time. Just like how y'all deal with Cowboys, I dealt with Falcons fans. I don't really know any Cowboys fans, but like outside of my uncle, but he cool. He chilling.
The thing about the Eagles is we don't think about them like they think about us.
Yeah.
We see them when we're on the schedule. Like other than that, we don't care. We're not worried about them
because we got one of them ones. Like like you said, they insecure. So they see us as a threat now because we already told them from the jump, and we got a better quarterback than you. And we think our GM gonna be better than yours in 2 years.
And they hate that shit.
Yeah, they can't.
Better. He throw
way better than them already.
He went better.
Better than him
he
already.
went better.
And they don't want to. They don't want to accept that. They don't want to hear that. So it's that's breaking their heart right now. Burgundy Fly Guy, what's going on, man? Oh my God, feels like it's been forever, bruh. How you doing, man? Burgundy Fly Guy, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy BFG, go way back. Says, "Hey, family." He says, "Can't remember the last time I seen us this happy walking into January. New car smell with this organization. Happy New Year."
Yes, sir. Yeah. Happy New Year to you, man. It's a glorious feeling.
Even the social media team is just better. Like every little detail is just better.
We win better. We look better. We feel better. We are better.
It's all better, bruh. Everything. They be killing it, man. That social media team is. They be putting on a masterclass, bro.
Josh Harris and them be hype as hell in the owner's box. They was hyping the crowd. They were hyping the crowd up from the owner's box, man.
I bet. Cool. Hey, Josh he looked like he would be a cool dude to kick it with.
You know he be drinking.
Oh, he be lit, bro.
He's drinking everyone under the table, bro.
Hey, remember the Joe Buck handshake?
Handshake. That's the drunkest shit I ever seen on TV,
bro. That man did an interview. I think we was playing the Browns
in preseason.
First year in the
Monday Night Football.
He was drunk as hell doing that sideline interview. I said, yo.
But he had to be to watch that, man.
Oh, you ain't never lied, boy. you had to knock down a couple just to even be able to withstand that whole nonsense we was put through last year. But like y'all said, what a difference a year makes. What a difference.
Look at us now.
Look at us now. Who would have thought? Not me.
At all.
Oh man, but hey man, we really appreciate y'all, and as so many of y'all have said, Happy New Year's, man. We really appreciate y'all. We pretty much at 900 of y'all watching this stream pretty much the entire time, and I can't thank y'all enough for the support that y'all have shown us. Do us a favor if you haven't already done so, subscribe for more great content. Turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and obviously hit the like button, as that helps this channel grow exponentially, man. From all of us to you and yours, Happy New Year's, man. What a ride it's been this season, and I hope that this is just a precursor of things to come. We ended 2024 with a bang, and I'm hoping that we continue to do that heading into the new year in 2025 as the end of this regular season hits and we go into the postseason. We got 11 wins with a week to spare. Hey, how about that?
Let's get it.
Wow. We going to the offs. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh,
been
man.
Waiting.
Great.
Been waiting for this.
Wow, the LL Wood, man.
Anyway, y'all have a good one. As we always say at the end of these streams, if you're coming at these Kangs, you best not miss.
Let's go.
We'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
Oh, Abdallah. We can't let Abdallah. We gotta acknowledge Abdallah.
Oh, we got another super chat. Rocky D says Packers versus Eagles would be a good matchup. Look, the Packers are no strangers to the 7th seed and going on the road and beating somebody. They're the only 7th seed in NFL history to have ever won a playoff game. So they're not afraid of taking down an NFC East opponent in round 1 if that is in fact the matchup. So we'll see what happens. And they played the Eagles pretty tough in that first game of the season over in Brazil. So
yeah, we're not playing on poverty fields no more. You know, they're gonna be playing on an actual football field, not in Brazil this time. So it's gonna be an even playing ground this time.
That's right. Abdella, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Abdella writes, would y'all prefer us to target Jonathan Taylor or take our chances in the draft?
Draft.
Yeah, nah, you want the young back. You know,
Draft.
you know, you want the young back if you can get it.
Say Jonathan Taylor was old carry wise coming into the NFL. He had 1 million carries in college.
Yeah, that's
I wasn't
right.
surprised by the injuries.
Jonathan Taylor is a dog, though. I'll say that.
He's still good.
Yeah,
he's still really good.
He's
but
crazy.
Again, you want the young back if you're gonna do that. D for the win. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. D for the win writes, our GM already fleeced the Pigeons twice. I'm willing to bet no Redskin or Commander Dan has an Eagles burner account on YouTube. Just effing weird. Yo, not only has he gotten them, it feels like twice, but I really think that when it's all said and done, he's gonna go out here and get us the type of talent that's gonna make the Eagles seem pedestrian.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I feel right now. Like they've been getting away with a lot, have the Eagles, because the Giants and us have been trash. So it's been allowing them to win 4 games off the rip.
Yep, it's allowing their quarterback to get away with being mediocre and being carried by his roster. You know, ain't gonna be no more of that.
Yep. It's about to change, and I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. We are out.
Hell yeah.
Peace.
Let's go.